Yo, yo, yo. Yo, yo, can you hear me though? Hello, hello, can you hear me though? What the hell did I just do? Hello, hello. What the hell did I just do? Hello, 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 hello. The fuck? Hello, hello, hello. What the hell?
Maybe in LA, and that the body was taken to Santa Barbara County, and maybe the body was dismembered there. How does it then end up in his
What the
trunk?
fuck?
And that
It
I
was
can't
just
figure
working.
out back in Los Angeles. But that Barbara trip
Yo, yo, yo.
is the key to this case, Mark. I'm telling you, I've been on the phone personally on this one, and that Santa Barbara trip is the key.
Yeah, and by the way, the whiplash that I've talked about in terms of the reporting on this as
Hello,
well,
hello.
that whiplash also had to do with at first they weren't even sure that it was dismembered because of the degradation. And so that took a little while, which was another reason they were being tight and close to the vest, so
What
to
the
speak.
hell?
But it wasn't just, I'm told, it was not
Yo, yo,
just
top of the morning.
the
My fucking
trip
shit. It was just
itself,
working and now
it
it's
was
not.
the
Can you hear me? I don't
confirmation
think you can hear me,
of
right?
the social media.
Can you hear
Because
me?
for those who think that, and I know I've heard people talk about this, and people who are frequently on social media, they think that the phone is the only thing that is tracking
Hello,
it. When
hello.
you post
All right, can you hear this
that,
guy talking? Because I
whether it's
can't hear
posting on a
myself.
phone or anything else, the use
Can you hear
of the
fucking TMZ
social media
talking?
platform itself is basically something that is utilized as well that can determine your location. And so if you've got that, you've got your phone, you've got a time when you post.
Damn, why can't I hear myself? Yesterday, my daughter had a fucking, it was her birthday last week, so she had a movie viewing party in the garage, so I had to switch everything up and move everything around, and I've been working on getting it set back up this morning. And right before I started, I did a test run and I could hear myself, but now my fucking headphones ain't working. What the hell is going on here? Hello, hello. Well, I mean, I guess if you can hear me, then I guess I don't really need to worry that bad. Hello, hello. Well, top of the morning, Christian. I appreciate you. But damn, normally, because I can't hear the video playing, so that's where I'm kind of having some problems. Yo, yo, yo. All right, what the hell is going on here? What the helly? What the helly? Wonder if, damn, bro. It's always something in life, right? It's always fucking something. It's always fucking something. God damn it. Yo, yo, yo. What the hell, man? God damn it. Fuck. Bro.
Some kind of a social media.
Why are my headphones not working? That's I stepped on the cord. I'm a fucking jackass. There we go.
Story, if you will. All of these things have now been utilized, and is one of the reasons it's taken so long, because search warrants have been executed on a number of these platforms or providers, and they
There
were
we go.
waiting to
Now I
get
can hear.
back
It's only out of
the
one ear,
information.
but
They
that's better than
also
nothing, right?
clearly have
Do I
yet
sound
another
echoey?
person that is a target of this, not just David, but they've got somebody else. And I haven't heard yet whether that person is talking or cooperating. But if it's anything like the feds, the first
Do I
person
sound
there is the
echoey?
person who's going to try to talk or cut a deal.
We need to talk about this. So my information is that
Top of the morning,
the
Callie.
other suspect and or suspects has to do
All right,
with
fuck it.
dismembering
Normally it's
the
louder,
body.
but
Is
I guess
your
I just have to
information
work
that
with
this
what I'm
could
working
actually
with
have
today.
to do with her death?
Yeah, and I've got a name, but I'm not going to put it out there. I've already been told a name as well. And
A name of a suspect
of another person
There we go.
besides him.
in
And
connection
they-
with the death or the dismemberment?
But they're not ruling anything out. I mean, everything is on the table. They
My
they
bad.
have
Technical
kept
difficulties.
this wide open because they believe, and they believed since the beginning, since the get-go, that there was more than one person involved. Which, by the way, you and I had talked about this way back when, that it appeared that there had to
Damn.
be more
But,
people
all right.
than just
I guess this will work.
David
Ah,
who
it's-
were involved at least, or knew something that was going on. That's still a working hypothesis.
All right, I'm gonna have to
and
fucking figure it
know
out
they
after that.
focused in at least,
Bro, I was saying once he
secondarily-
started doing that little I'll teach you how to YouTube type thing, I was like, bro, that's gonna get him in a wreck. Cause like, what can you really teach somebody? Like, just watch him. I mean, unless he's gonna like give you shout outs or somehow try to like uplift you, like all you gotta do is just watch his channel to see what he's doing. I mean, there ain't much really more homework than that. I mean, after that, the next step is getting you a team that does all the research and finds all the topics and watches all the podcasts and tells you, hey, I think this is a good topic. I mean, I don't really get it. Now, teaching somebody how to make money, like the stocks and stuff like that, maybe. But yeah, I just don't really know how you're going to teach somebody how to do YouTube. Like, that just comes with practice and trial and error. You know what I'm saying? Because that's one thing I respect Flacco, is how he could take like something he'll take like a couple sentences out of a podcast and then just totally make a 15-minute video out of it, which you got to respect that. You know, but yeah, I just don't really see how that really works, you know? But what'd you get out of the class? Did you fuck with it, or what'd you think? Like, what's he teach you in it? All right. Getting Quick on here. My boy Quick, dude. Fucking. All right. My bad. I was running late, dude. Like I said, my daughter had that birthday party last night. So I had to fucking reset everything up. And then the kids got school, or they're off school this week. So I tried to hit the gym before instead of after. Yeah, I think in the future, I'm just going to start hitting the gym like after, like I was, because I got to rush my ass off to try to get in here. And I like to try to start by like 9:20 Today I didn't get on to 1020, so yeah, that shit ain't really working. Yeah, after the stream, though, I'm gonna have to go through and revamp my whole thing because this shit kind of a pain in the ass. But Callie, what's he teaching you in that class? I was just curious. Let's see what's these Celeste Rivas updates. 'Cause I was watching this one earlier.
Huh?
Oh, don't you?
Did
It was packed to the
And
brim.
what time was the?
He's in here, but it seems like those are the two big ones.
Those are the ones people want to hear about.
Yeah, I
Maybe
think we're
Kevin
operating
Spacey
now.
a little bit. Wait,
Kevin
wait.
Spacey, screw you.
Oh, you got rid of Spacey? Okay, so maybe
good.
then Meghan Markle.
Oh, there's a Meghan Markle story too. Should I scrunch that up? No, we'll leave it there.
Yes.
Not us specifically.
Big stories.
Big stories. In particular, that Celeste Rivas, her remains were found frozen.
Right.
Yeah, that's what I seen people putting in the Reddit. It was just like a 4-page brochure or something. Like, I mean, bro, if you want to do that like Flacco does, pretty much find a hot topic and react to it. You know, like, and then he has like a little bit of a formula. Even like Trap Lord Ross got a formula. They'll talk about it, and Trap just goes through the Reddit comments pretty much. That's his formula. Talk about it and then go through the Reddit comments. Flacco does a little bit the same. Yeah, but I mean, bro, you pretty much just get on and start reacting, and practice makes perfect. That's pretty much what it comes down to, I think. But here, these guys are covering the new Celeste updates, man. This shit is getting crazy, bro. Like, a bunch of, I mean, obviously killing a runaway underage girl, nothing cool about that. It's fucking disgusting all the way around. But hypothetically speaking, think I'll talk about it when they get there.
And that David, the house he had rented, had a massive freezer in that house. And it's not delicate to say, but it could have fit a body.
Yeah, so
It's kind of crazy that they're saying they found the body still frozen in the Tesla after it was parked in California on the street for a couple months. Like, I don't know how a body can stay frozen in a Tesla in the summer in California. I just, unless that Tesla turns on and keeps but even if the AC was on full blast, that's not going to be cold enough to keep a body frozen.
obviously, this was from law enforcement sources. That her body, when they found it, it was obviously, you know, in bad shape. But that it was partially frozen, and dismembered. So what they believe, investigators believe, happened here is that obviously David is a suspect. They believe that he had help in doing this, and essentially her body was, it's very graphic, especially for early on a Monday, but that was dismembered and then stored in some type of freezer for you know, a period of time, which is obviously gonna make it.
And imagine all the people that are coming over to the pad and everything. They're like, dude, did you think they had the freezer like chain closed? Bro, I used to have a dog growing up that this dog could get into the fridge, get whatever was on the top shelf in the fridge. My mom left a cake one time in the cupboard on the top shelf, and this dog found out a way to get on the counter, open the goddamn cupboard, and get the cake out of the top shelf. Like, you know. So I wondered, like, did they have this fridge chained close, telling everybody don't go in that freezer? Like, what the fuck, bro? Just weird. And then when it gets like that, it just can't be just him doing this, bro. You had to have help. So they're kind of saying the manager maybe was helping him or something, right?
Very hard to determine cause of death because of
Right.
And so, yeah, I mean, I saw the freezer thing. Every house has a freezer, bro.
Oh, you don't? I mean, it's not a smoking gun.
I mean, every house has a refrigerator with the freezer now.
Not a big one like that, to be honest.
We probably had like one of those Sub-Zero
obviously,
freezers.
It could have possibly been, you know, stored at the house. As of this taping, we still don't know exactly, but pretty crazy that, you know, here we are, what, 2 months, 3 months after her body was discovered,
Yeah.
and still no arrest.
Well, I mean,
no...
there must not be any smoking gun, because if there was, they would have already arrested
Correct,
whoever.
correct.
But they all keep talking about that trip to Santa Barbara that David and potentially another suspect made in the middle of the night, you know, over spring. And I don't know if the body was in the car then potentially, or they went up to Santa Barbara to do something.
Well, investigators believe that it was that trip to Santa Barbara. How I understand is that they think that was where they dismembered her, and then brought her back to LA. The only thing that just
Why would you drive to Santa Barbara to dismember her and then drive back? Like, a lot of this shit just don't make sense, bro. I just don't understand it.
doesn't the thing that still just does not add up to me is why would you go to all these
Yeah.
lengths of dismembering a body, freezing a body, and then you just leave it in a parked car for weeks out on the street in Beverly Hills? Like,
Right.
you go to all these lengths and then do that. It just doesn't really make sense to me. Even if you're going to leave the body in your car, why would you not? This is a huge house that had a double garage. Why would you not just leave it in the garage?
I really,
so that it didn't get
I don't know, because he was, you know, David was on tour, and so there's
Tour.
speculation
He was on
that
tour.
when the body gets discovered, he wants to not be in LA. So maybe they're just like, you know, whoever it is, maybe they're dumb criminals, right? And they thought that they could.
I mean, like, obviously, I'm not saying it's talking about a young runaway girl and all that, but wouldn't the smartest thing have been to, like, you know, put a tarp on the grass so you can't see any signs of dirt, kind of like they do at a funeral, dig 6, 8 feet deep, you know, take all the clothes off, take everything that could not pretty much dissolve, I guess, or whatever. And then, you know, from fucking John Wayne Gracie, everybody learned you put lime on the body so it holds the smell down and helps, like, get rid of it. Like 6, 8 feet down, and then, you know, put the body in there and then fill it up. And then if you had to, go to Home Depot, get some sod or whatever, put it in there, you know, fill it back in. And, like, why would you put it in a Tesla a couple blocks away from your house? Like, that just... I mean, dumb criminals, but I guess thankfully they are dumb, so we actually get some answers for this, because it's just crazy, bro. Like, why is this taking so long? It's taking way too long. But didn't they say they just released the second suspect?
Could freeze a body, and then they could, like, defrost it while they're on tour, and then it'd be found, and the investigators wouldn't know that it was ever frozen.
Oh,
Maybe they thought they
that's
they
an
just
interesting theory.
discover a sort of like a decomposing corpse.
I mean, it's just a lot of this stuff just doesn't make sense to me. You know what I mean? Like, it's just like, why would you leave it out on the street?
I don't know if that was a mistake.
Top of the morning, quick.
Or
But why would you leave it in your car?
Because
if
let's
you
be
did it?
real. The only real reason that they ever even found out about the body, because obviously Celeste, you know, she came from you know, a home where she was running away all the time, and from what I see, I don't want to like make any assumptions, but the family either knew where she was.
And then aren't they, like, you'd think they'd go through that Tesla and get every piece of DNA, every fingerprint, every little thing possible to question everybody. Or what they're doing, like I seen them talking here, they're putting all this out, so they're trying to get somebody to roll over and start telling, man. Which, in this situation, fuck it, bro. We want to know the answers. Killing a young kid is just crazy. And then, like, grooming her. Top of the morning, Savvy. I don't know. I guess if they ever invite me. I went on Dijon last week. It actually worked, because I was like at 840 subs last week, and then I just hit 900 today. Let's see if I hit 901 yet. I'm trying to get to 1,000, bro. I already got the watch hours. Yeah, I'm still at 900. But I'm catching traction, bro. I'm definitely catching traction. The views are going up a little bit. The next goal is just get to 1,000 subs and, you know, just keep pushing, bro.
Or it wasn't looking like they were actively, like, that cops were actively looking for her.
Right.
So the only reason that they even got caught was because that car got towed.
I think AD got my number. Is telling We Starvin that he's gonna have me over sometime. So I'm sure, you know, the ball will probably start rolling pretty soon. T-Rail actually lives like pretty close to me, so that wouldn't be far. AD, I mean, it's all in the valley, but me and T-Rail are damn near neighbors.
Honestly.
Yeah, so but if this Santa Barbara trip really is as key as it's being made to be, why bring the body back?
Yeah, and why?
leave it.
And what was in Santa Barbara? That's the other thing I don't understand.
Maybe a
Did
friend's
he have a
house?
friend's house, or like, because you went to school in Santa Barbara, but like I don't really look at Santa Barbara as like a desolate place.
It's not, but like the outskirts of Santa
Like-
Barbara, like it's remote. Like the outskirts of Santa Barbara.
You would
are
think
remote.
like you would go to a desert though, or something, if you're gonna do that and want to be in the middle of nowhere. I don't know. I can't figure it out. And the other thing I don't totally understand is that
Because they wouldn't even like made these guys suspects, right? If they didn't find her in the body or her body in the car. And I'm just saying all this hypothetically. Like, I hope someone's get busted for this injustice, because harboring a underage runaway and whatever the fuck D4David was doing. I mean, we really don't know yet, but by the videos we've seen, it was fucking weird. It was weird. But I personally, and I was even telling my wife the other day, I'm like, I'm not agreeing with it. I ain't saying, you know, but if I was to have to get rid of a body, I would just fucking bury it in the backyard deep as hell. And, I mean, even redo the yard with sod if I had to, or just that one little area. To put it in a car and go on tour and think you're just going to be all good is crazy.
if they are obviously think he had help in this, like it's just how has no one been arrested?
I think they're trying, but because the body had been, you know, they don't.
Yeah,
No,
no,
we
Top of
can't
the
even
morning,
say
Moose.
murder because they haven't even revealed a cause of
Yeah,
death.
they had, and they probably never will be able
Because it was so bad, in bad shape. But
Yeah.
I think that I
it
don't
was
know.
so decomposed.
What I think right now is they're trying invest.
And don't they say like pigs eat bodies too? Like, aren't they able to like digest bones and everything? But I guess if this guy would have started Googling everything, that'd be a track record. Bro, my homeboy growing up, fucking Coer, dude. Free Coer. I haven't talked to him in a long time, but growing up, he always kind of like talked about wanting to shoot people and everything. And we just kind of like, damn, bro, you sound a little crazy. Well, fast forward, you can even look it up. El Gato, Los Gatos, murder for hire. This fucking dude Googled from his house, MapQuested, because his cousin wanted him to kill his like girlfriend, ex-girlfriend, I don't know, some girlfriend shit. He like MapQuested from his house the address to go do it. He had like How to Be a Hitman book, all this crazy shit, bro. And then he threw his hat after he did it. I don't know, he like threw his hat and they got his DNA from it. He got to be one of the dumbest criminals. But yeah, growing up, he always talked about like wanting to be a gangster and like do crazy shit. And we all, us and the homies, just kind of like, damn, bro, you seem a little crazy. Top of the morning, Cree. And then yeah, he fucking did it, bro. And now he got life. He's sitting. Last time I checked, he was in Ironwood. Yeah, but he's just a jackass, bro. How are you gonna map quest to the house you gotta go do the hit? And then have a bunch of books talking about how to be a hitman and all this shit. And then after you do the hit, you like throw your hat with your DNA on it. Just kind of crazy. Bro, here, I'll pull it up, bro. We'll
Investigators,
show you the article.
Information's coming out about Freezer, Santa Barbara.
Out of nowhere.
Out of nowhere, all this information's leaking.
And
I think they probably want someone.
Well,
to
it's kind of
flip
by
on
the
someone.
bay,
Like,
right?
we got
Los Gatos?
you.
I think it could either be that, and my other theory is that there's a lot of public pressure and people like me who are like, dude, you guys found this body 2 months ago and no arrests have been made, no updates. And I think that people are like, dude, the cops are not doing anything. And they're like, I think in my head, they want it out there that like that we are doing stuff to investigate this.
This story is stranger than fiction. And
Yeah, it is one of the craziest like murder crime stories we've had in quite some time.
Yeah, and I'm glued to it, and I think it's like it's going to get even crazier. I think when we figure out what exactly happened, if we do, I don't know.
Yeah.
It's even crazier. Okay, next story.
Okay.
Diddy at 4.
Yeah, so I mean, I guess we're gonna find out more what the hell's going on. Man, since I reset my shit, is it freezing? It really fucked me up because I had to tear everything down to set up a movie theater in the garage last night for my daughter to have her little birthday party. It really messed everything up, but you know, that's what you got to do for your kids, for sure, you know? I don't know. Let me know if it's fucking up. Yeah, I don't know. Once I'm done, I'm going to have to go back through and do some test runs. Because it's been working good for the last couple months. Maybe the Wi-Fi is just a little shoddy. But yeah, here, this is my homeboy Coer. Let's see what they got to say.
A homicide investigation turned standoff in the North Bay. Sonoma, 3 cities, 2 deaths. New details tonight about a homicide investigation turned standoff in the North Bay. Sonoma County Sheriff's deputies say this man, 56-year-old Lawrence Cassidy, shot and killed someone at a Cloverdale home yesterday.
Ah, this ain't it. Los Gatos, murder for hire, Lucio Estrada. Damn, 2010s when it happened. It's been that long already. Yeah, so 3 men accused in 2008. Damn, it's 2008. I can't believe it's been that long. Found guilty. Yeah, it was a restaurant owner, and like his girl left him for some other restaurant owner or something, and he got all butthurt. And I think he paid my homie like $10K. It said. So Paul Garcia and it's my homie right here, Lucia Estrada, were charged in the shooting death of a Chile who owned a popular downtown Los Gatos nightclub, Mountain Charlie Saloon, and the adjacent 180 restaurant until 2007 when he sold them to Garcia. So yeah, I guess this dude sold his restaurants to Garcia, and I think these guys, Garcia and this guy, was like cousins of my homie. Yeah, he got life in prison. Gunned outside his Overlook Road townhouse the morning of March 14, 2008. Yeah, the death was a result of a love triangle that led to a case of murder for hire. And he lived right there in Burbank, bro. Right there, fucking. Yeah, like right there. The prosecutor alleged that he did that by paying Daniel Cheda's cousin of Miguel Cheda's and bouncer of Charlie's $9,500 in 2 separate payments for the job. Then contacted Estrada in Southern California and paid him to kill a Chile. I hate when these ads keep fucking bouncing it around. The case was about a drug debt and Daniel. Oh, I thought it was over a woman. Was using Garcia as a scapegoat. Daniel Chedas pled guilty to a voluntary manslaughter charge in exchange for testifying against Miguel Chedas. But it doesn't say right here. Man, I hate when I start fucking Googling and finding the wrong ones. Because it gives a whole breakdown on how it happened. Yeah, but pretty much he fucking map quested from his house. He threw his hat. They got his DNA from it. I think there was a witness that seen him do it too. I mean, obviously he didn't study that How to Be a Hitman book very well. Trying to see. Ah, fuck it. Whatever. I pretty much told you all the gist of it. All right, what else? What we got here? What we got here? Man, how about this Spoety face and 4 extra fucking debacle? You think You think Spoety Face just ain't messing with 4 Extra's antics? It was cool. Bo Jackman, top of the morning, B-Meds. Bo Jackman was supposed to be on it, but he crashed his car on the way, so it just ended up being me and Dejan. I'm just trying to get out there more, get my face out there, and, build up my channel. And that's kind of how you got to do it, is by going on and messing with everybody else. But Dejan's cool. I always fucked with him. He's more all about the music, you know? I think, I was talking to Bo. I think we're going to try to run it back this week, hopefully, with Bo on there. Dejan needs some work with his OBS setup, though. As you can tell, when he keeps like moving the screen around and everything, I told him he got to get another monitor, get a little switcher going, like the little buttons, or at least save it on in the scene so he can just tap the scenes and it'll go back and forth. Man, this really messed me up, switching everything over from the party didn't get over to like 10:30 last night, so I tried to fix it all today, or last night a little bit, and then fix it today, this morning after the gym, and I was just rushing it. I mean, it gets a little tricky, letting the gang members diss other gangs, but fuck, I don't know, man. But it's just kind of funny that they're all just mad about the dissing, but like if you read that paperwork that Sus always put out, like wouldn't that be a reason to ban him and not have him around? And then you see it in that vlog that DC did with the 4 Extra last week. There was dudes, like at 20 minutes, there was dudes in there dissing. And I wonder if that pissed Spoety Face off. And then you seen 4 Extra's album he put out. All the songs have credit to that dude Khalid. That dude Khalid is the one that's testifying against X4. So I know they all got hate for each other and all beefing, but I mean, how you gonna have some dude that's telling on your homie whether you get along with him or not, if you're supposed to be a gangsta, and have him credits all on the song? Yeah, I guess people down here don't care about that paperwork. I don't know, man. I would keep my distance. And then you've seen all those old videos when he was like spying at No Jumper. He's like sees Adam putting in the stuff in the back of his trunk, and he was like looking for suspect. It's just very weird. Very weird. But yeah, dissing and all that. Like if I was out there doing the hood vlogs, I would at least blur the dissing and kind of like bleep out that stuff. I wouldn't want to be in the middle of it, promoting it. Because I get what Spoety Face is saying, bro. You'd rather build up your hood than tear it down, right? I mean, you got to show the reality of it and how it really goes, but yeah, it's just a little tricky. But I bet you the 4 Extra ones, I bet you he's paying 4 Extra to hop on camera. A lot of those other ones, they're probably inviting him and he's probably getting for the free ski. But if I was any of those members, I would tell him I want this collabed on my YouTube. Like, you can film, you can come here and do it, but when it gets posted, I want a collab post. I want that shit on my YouTube too, so I could build up some subs. And then if they drop music, yeah, I mean, if you go to one hood and then the next video is going to the other hood that beefs with them, that's a little crazy. But, you know, when people do anything like this, bro, at some point you got to answer for it. At some point, there's going to be someone that's mad, someone that feels some type of way, and you're going to have to answer for it. And we'll probably see that happen before too long. And then how much do you think those hood vlogs pay? You think they pay good, or you think the CPMs aren't that good? Especially with all the cussing and all that. Can be paying too good. I'd be trying to get some sponsors and all kinds of stuff, right? Here, let me let my damn dog out. I think it's too cold in the garage for him. I don't think he likes it. I don't want to turn the heater on right now. Yeah, going in all the beefing and all the cussing, it can't be good. Damn, bro. Yeah, this shit's really fucking me up, man. I did a test run and it just really is not working good today. Damn. Yeah, I didn't try to make the camera disappear. Bro, what the hell is going on today? Hold on. My bad, y'all, for the technical difficulties. There we go. Yeah, once I get off here, I'm going to have to revamp this whole thing. I tried to rush it and get everything together fast so I could get on, because I tried to get on by like 9:20, 9:30 the latest. But, yeah, whatever. Live and learn, right? Live and learn. Because I had it set up good, bro. For the last couple months, everything was working smooth as hell. Smooth operator. And then this morning, just all kinds of hiccups. Because yesterday I got like a projector, and I tried to play the projector, and the Wi-Fi wasn't strong enough, so I had to take my computer, set the projector up as a second monitor, because the computer has stronger Wi-Fi. And then my son has like good speakers, so I tried to bring the speakers out and hook up to the Roadcast so they could have like good sound. And that shit wasn't happening, so then I messed up all my settings on my Roadcaster trying to fix it for the kids. But that's what you got to do. You know? You got to go over extra for the kids, you know? You got to go over the top. Give them the best experience they could have. So Spoety unfollowed 4Extra. And then did you see that post going around that Blueface got in a fight with some dude the other day? I mean, that's not really my politics. I ain't really trying to talk about that, but the unfollows, the DC Baby Draco beef, and now they're squabbling in the hood. Like, there's some internal beef going on over there. But does 4Extra still follow Spoety? That's the question. Let's look. Does 4Extra still... And is there like, do you hear that? Is it getting too much feedback too? Let's see. I'm looking up and seeing does. Oh, 4Extra got his follower. You can't view 4Extra's followers. He's a smart man. He's like, bro, I ain't playing that game. He's a smart man. He turned all that shit off.
They like, Draco, how you able to go to the 40s, back to the ops state? How do you feel about that? How you feel about that, brother?
First off, bro, you don't gangbang, bro. You're not affiliate. You get what I'm saying?
Yeah, in my ear, I hear a little bit of the feedback on the headphones.
You from the Bay Area. You from the Bay. So whatever you doing, bro, that shit ain't got nothing to do with us. On the dead arms, you a camera guy. You just like everybody else.
Sure.
You just
Yeah, camera guy, but he got a couple things on his jacket.
not white. You black. You get what I'm saying? So at the end of the day, nigga, you making your money. You doing your thing. You doing what camera guys do. You get what I'm saying?
Yeah, I think even Dijon, when I looked back at it, didn't it have some echoes in it too? Or is that just the room? Because I was telling Dijon that you got to get a big ass carpet in here. You got to get a bunch of the little egg crate foams for the walls. You got to absorb the sound, you know? Definitely got to absorb the sound. And then he has the gain all the way up. I was like, bro, gain ain't your friend. Sometimes you need it, but gain isn't volume. Gain is like what absorbs everything. Like if you open a door that's when the gain will start. You'll hear the door. Eee. Yeah, he needs to invest in some egg crates and just a bunch of shit. Carpet, big ass carpet. That'll help for sure.
People in the comments, they like Draco. How you able to go to the 40s, back to the ops state? How do you feel about that? How you feel about that, brother?
First off, bro, you don't.
I mean, if I was him, I wouldn't go back and forth like ops. Like, yeah, I'd be like, I'll get to you, bro, but let me do a couple in betweens and then I'll come to you. Because going back and forth, you're like trying to get a reaction out of people, right? Yeah, that's a dangerous game, bro, because there's gonna be somebody out the mix that's pissed, that don't fuck with it. Hopefully he got insurance on his camera. Because before I go film anything, I thought about it. I'm like, bro, I'm getting insurance on my camera. That if anyone wants to beat me up and take my shit, at least I can go get I'll just say it got stolen out the car or something. I wouldn't say someone did it or whatever, but say someone took it out the car, at least I get a check to go get a new camera because your camera's a whole way to make money. And if someone takes your camera, you kind of fucked.
Gangbang, bro. You're not affiliate. You get what I'm saying? You're not from my hood. You're not affiliate. You from the Bay Area. You from the Bay. So whatever you doing, bro, that shit ain't got nothing to do with us. On the dead arms, you a camera guy. You just like everybody else. Sure. You just not white. You black. You get what I'm saying? So at the end of the day, nigga, you making your money. You doing your thing. You doing what camera guys do. You get what I'm saying?
Yeah, the main thing with this streaming shit, Moose, is you just gotta want to go for it. You just gotta double down, keep going, and learn as you go, man. Trial and error, really. Because if you try to wait and be all perfect, ain't nothing perfect, you know? You just gotta trial and error, figure it out as you go. I mean, me personally, I don't like the whole civilian gangster thing. I go more off like friend and respect, bro. Like, if you respect somebody, you're friends with them, then you shouldn't be telling on them or doing weird shit. That whole civilian conversation, I don't really agree with it. Just my take. But DC looks like he's not a small dude, bro. Because 4Extra's pretty tall. And it looks like DC's maybe even taller than 4Extra. So he's not a small man either.
So it's people in the comments, they like Draco. How you able to go to the 40s, back to the ops state? How do you feel about that? How you feel about that, brother?
First off, bro, you don't gangbang, bro. You're not affiliate. You get what
Bro, look at his poor hand, though, man. That shit's fucked up, bro. Fucked up, man. I wonder if he's gonna get that little rubber glove. Cause my homie he fucked his hand up and he got like this. I think you guys probably seen it popping up on the Reddit before. But my homie got that little glove he puts on. You can't even tell. It matches his skin color and everything, bro.
I'm saying? You not from my hood. You're not affiliate. You from the Bay Area. You from the Bay. So whatever you doing, bro, that shit ain't got nothing to do with us. On the dead arms, you a camera guy. You just like everybody else. Sure. You just not white. You black. You know what I'm saying? So at the end of the day,
What's the white and black thing have to do with it, though? Like, why do they always say that? Like, what's that have to do with anything?
you making your money. You doing your thing. You doing what camera guys do. You get what I'm saying?
So it's people in the comments, they like Draco.
DC baby.
And then we all seen these go around. DJ Paul from 3-6 Mafia, he got a little arm. Yeah, but Tommy G don't go from hood to hood and only go do it in LA. Tommy G will be in St. Louis, then Florida, then LA, then wherever else, man. He goes all over the place. He doesn't just go to the Hoovers, to the 60s, to the Lanes, to the Swans, to the... Man, I never noticed, man. Let me look. DJ Paul, little arm. Is that disrespectful to type it in like that? Wow. Damn, I never noticed. Is this AI? Dude, I can hear my damn dog barking outside. He's such a pain in the ass. I mean, my homie, before he got the little glove on, he used to always keep his hand in his pocket because he rolled one of those razor dune buggy things, and he put his hand out and fucking rolled over it and cut his fucking half his hand off. Oh, baby arm. It's fucked up that we got to use little phrases like that. Trying to find it, bro. Where's a good picture? Damn, so is just like the forearm smaller? Or is the hand smaller? What's the breakdown? And then you always got this little cast on thing I see. Man, sometimes you got to be thankful, bro. If you blessed, healthy, like, there's a lot of people when they have kids, they're like, oh, I want this, I want that. Like, bro, first and foremost, you want healthy. First and foremost, bro. Like, whether, you know, first and foremost, man, you want healthy than worrying about anything else, whether they're tall, smart, straight, gay, whatever the case may be. You want your kid to be healthy first and foremost. Yeah, is this the little towel? This little black towel right here he got? Nah, he's definitely good at covering it, though. I gotta give him that. And he always wears the glove. Damn, imagine how it makes him feel, though, that he always got it covered. Yeah, DJ Paul's a legend, right? And isn't he like the beat maker for 3-6? Or is that what he started doing after 3-6 Mafia? Because I know he makes a bunch of music with a bunch of dudes. Like my homie Smokestack made music with him in the studio. I've heard a lot of people working with him. Oh, is this a good one? See right there, I guess it does look a little short because you see how this arm goes all the way around and this one's a little short. Yeah, I mean, I've known 3-6 Mafia for forever, but I didn't know his arm was like this. I guess you can. Oh, here's a good one. Yeah, it's like a short forearm and then the hand. It looks like he got an extra long thumb right here. Damn, much respect to DJ Paul, though, bro. He's definitely done his thing. He's been in the game for a long time. Someone needs to make a video about everybody that got messed up hands. What, Moose, is Draco's from Sacramento, or where's he technically from? Is he from Oakland? Hey, any of y'all familiar with this guy? Neo and all the shit he be preaching? He's been going in lately about people like trapping QPs at the job and everything. I'm just curious if anyone knows like his background. Like, is he a big trapper out there? Or is he just online trying to talk his shit? But bro, if you flipping a QP at work and you smoking for free, I respect the hustle, bro. Not everyone's trying to be the next Doja or whatever the case may be. Some people just want to smoke for free, get their little hustle on.
Get down for these niggas who keep saying you can get a QP and work a job. Why that makes no fucking sense either, as well as just.
I feel like he's just trying to scare people away from the game, so there'll be more hustle out there for the trappers. But bro, the game's fried, bro. The prices are so cheap. The game is fried. Yeah, that was his first video on his YouTube, right? The Briss stuff. Because when I scrolled back and looked after I heard him mention it, it was like 4 videos about Briss at the beginning. And it's funny, I used to go to Stockton a lot because my wife's family lived there for a while. When I met her, they lived in Stockton. So I used to go up there a lot. And I mean, it was cool. I think they lived slightly on the outskirts, so it didn't really seem too bad. But I remember first time I ever hit Stockton, I was driving to LA in like 94 with my mom when we moved down here. And we stopped to get gas in Stockton. And I was just like, damn, bro, this shit looks crazy, bro. I think we stopped like at 11:30 at night to get gas. And the gas station was just popping, bro. I was like, holy shit, bro, where the fuck are we?
Just trying to trap out a QP, because I guess these niggas think they thought of some new method, but that shit is fucking retarded as well. So let's say you got a job that you make $20 an hour from and you work 40 hours a week. So that would mean per week you're making $800.
This fool sounds like an idiot. That's before taxes. After taxes, you're probably bringing in what, $650, $675 maybe? And especially if you a single dude without wife and kids, then for sure you're getting taxed even more. If you got a couple kids, then you're keeping a little bit, but I mean, even bro, $675 times 4, like, if you're gonna smoke, you're gonna want to smoke for free. So you're gonna get that QP and break that shit down.
Per week, bi-weekly, you're making $1,600. And let's say on the job, if you listen to these Albert Einstein trappers, these Make-A-Wish Foundation trappers that are only gonna get you in a more fucked up position because they're trying to push this narrative that anybody can do it.
I mean, that's the problem with the game, bro. It's built like that forever. Everybody want to get a piece of the pie.
Gotta start somewhere.
That's why I retired,
Just
bro.
grab a QP and have some faith. If you listen to these niggas, they're gonna put the battery in your back that you can flip a QP into 100 bows. So let's
that's
go
gonna be
off
rough.
This narrative. Okay, you got a QP and you could trap out that QP at your job. And let's say you bought the QP for 400 and you bust down 32 eighths, 25 an eighth. You make about $800. So that's $400 profit. And say it took 2 weeks to do that. So you made $400 in 2 weeks trapping a QP.
So if you made $800 on top of your, I mean, we'll just go before taxes. So on top of your $3,200, you just made an extra $800. Bro, you're at $4K now. That's way better. And it's tax-free.
At your full-time job, and while at your full-time job, you're making $1,600 bi-weekly. And now let's say someone at the job, a disgruntled customer, reports you to the manager and says, hey, this dude, he's trying to trap at the job. He sell me some booth and y'all need to do something about him. Now you just lost your job because you thought it was smart to jeopardize a job and listen to these niggas who are.
Well, I guess you got a point. Depends on your job, but I mean, bro, at one point, no jumper, I was cleaning house, bro. It was good when a lot of people were coming through there and everybody was copping, bro. At one point, it was good. But the problem there was, as soon as Adam had a falling out with somebody or somebody got let go, it always felt like the people that got let go or stopped coming by were like good custies. And that was a problem there because, you know, Adam got my back and would let me do whatever. But yeah, bro, that was a problem is it just wasn't consistent. And then once they have a falling out and the person can't come by anymore, it's like, bro, I'm not going to drive around, go meet you, ride my bike down the street. Like that just got to be too much of a headache. It wasn't just, and then, you know, right there in that town, bro, is not smart. And then you got the brick shit going on. You had the fucking fight outside. Just a lot of heat was brought there. So I was just like, bro, I'm over this shit.
fucking retarded and slow, and you thought it would make sense to make an extra $400 and risk your $1,600 bi-weekly. That's why I say, bro, these niggas are slow. Short bus activity, bro. In no world does it make sense to risk a job where you're making.
I'd like to sit down with this dude one time and really pick his brain and be like, bro, what have you done? Just curious, like, what has he done to feel like he's a Mr. Know-It-All? I watch some of his videos, like his vlogs and stuff, and I don't know, man. I feel like he's just trying to get on here and fucking blow hot air.
$1,600 bi-weekly in exchange to make an extra $400 doing something that could possibly get you fired.
That extra $800 is a car payment. That's grocery money. An extra $800 a month. So that's an extra like 10 grand a year. Shit. Some people need that.
It's called a risk versus reward. Maybe back in 2018 that may have
risk for reward, but was this guy like, I've heard him talking about boxes. So you're telling me sending boxes in the mail isn't a risk? And then how you getting the money? Because you know all these trappers, bro, they're starting to charge people with money laundering for using Cash Apps, Zelle, all that, bro. They're starting to charge people with money laundering. So you got to be careful. All right, let me close the door. My damn dog came back in. Are you done? You done barking outside, Lou? Pain in the ass dog just wants to go outside, bark his ass off, and then come back in.
Makes sense if you can make close to or just as much bi-weekly at that job from trapping out a QP. But in 2025, no chance. So again, stop listening to these dumbass niggas who are trying to push this Make-A-Wish Foundation.
And it's like, has he been told on? Like, why does he so fucking sour about someone trying to trap at work and sell eighths? I don't feel like the guy buying an eighth is going to run to the boss complaining. And if he bought the booth, like if you selling the booth and he bought the booth, then you guys are all in the fucking booth circle. But most people rather save money. $25 from the homie compared to like $40 at the store. I mean, shit, that shit adds up. I'm just curious, where is 510? I'm sure that's his area code, right? Oh, East Bay? This dude's from East Bay. See, he made like a couple videos about this, bro. But I'm just curious, like, what's his resume look like? And he looks like he's like the dude from Runts. It looks like he's like his brother or something. It looks like he's related to him. What's he got to say about fucking what the fuck's his name again? The owner of Runts? Whatever. What's he have to say about his THCA brand? Like right here, he's trying to be on his high horse, trying to tell people not to sling a Q that he ain't gonna get busted for, really, to start moving boxes. And when you still want to start moving boxes, bro, unless it's cash in hand, you're gonna take the L in the mail. Someone's gonna try to tax your ass and not pay. Yeah, young LB. Yeah. Doesn't he look like him, kinda?
Man, we gotta stop with the cap, bro. A lot of you trappers, you be claiming that you can get boxes, you can get cases, when you can't even get 25 packs. Folks be asking for whales when you know you do not have the infrastructure. You do not have.
I mean, nowadays, bro, that shit's easy, dude. There's enough distros. Bro, nowadays people are struggling to sell their shit. So if anybody that like, oh, bro, I got this. The big thing is you just need cash in hand. Get that cash in hand and you can make some shit happen for sure. This guy, I just moved 5 boxes an hour ago. Quit playing. I flipped a quarter gram into a metric ton in 2 weeks. Ah. Full of shit. Most people claim to buy boxes are scammers or police. Very, very few people buy over 10 to 20 P's nowadays. So much weed in each state. Yeah, I had to tap out. Once the flower in California was damn near the same price in New York or Tech, I was like, bro, this is a wrap, man. When I started fucking, I mean, I've been hustling since, well, I'm retired now. But when I started hustling like in 7th, 8th grade, obviously wasn't doing anything big then. Once I got a little older, bro, at first you can mark up 1,000. You could put a stack on each pound. You could send out 5, make 5 racks easy at one point. But then once Instagram got big and everybody could flex what they were doing in Cali, then everybody wants to start moving to Cali. And then now they're sending it back to their homies. Once their homies find out that this guy's out in Cali living the lifestyle, then those guys move out. And this is, bro, at one point, hustling, it was going good. And then the people I was working with wanted to move out here. And then they start shopping around, going to the weed events. And then you pretty much get grass hopped or whatever the case may be. And then they're like, oh, I'm killing it, whoop, whoop, whoop. And then pretty much you lost your hustle because they moved out here. And then all you got to do is wait like 6 months. And the same thing happens to them. And you're like, bro, you remember when I was trying to preach to you that we got to have a team? Everybody got to be on the same accord. And now look at you. All your homies moved out here, so you're not the plug no more. And now you're struggling. But I would like to kind of talk to this guy and pick his brain, bro, because I don't know, man. I feel like he just be on here blowing fucking hot air. I don't know. I follow that page, though. I always trip out on him. Man, you guys see this? I don't know. You think Blueface? Well, I guess they blacked the screen out so you couldn't see it. But I could see Blueface getting violated for this. I'm sure his probation officer or whatever the hell he got. Because I don't think it's not really parole anymore. You got to go to court when you get violated. But I wonder if they seen this, if they would try to violate his ass. But this guy, bro, he was going on Granny hard.
Scrumptious?
Hey, man, come on, bro. Back in the day, she was hot. Like, I'm telling you,
Screen goes black, skit.
Respect my granny.
But if it was pre-recorded, was this live or was it pre-recorded?
Yeah.
Like, bro,
I'll tell you one time.
I'm just being
respect my granny.
He's being real.
Like, all right, bro.
She.
And is that his real grandma? I've never seen Blueface grandma before. Is that his real grandma?
She bad though, bro.
All right, bro.
Like,
what we doing, granny?
grandma really is like.
But what is this conversation though? I mean, I like I'm young, but I mean, edible? Come on now.
You can do a little young, bro.
Wait.
You can do a little young.
Bro, stop touching my grandma, bro.
If she can do a little young, though, bro.
Yeah, that don't make no sense, right, Moose?
Young son, but this is just like.
Bro,
You might as well let me put her in the
look,
position,
bro. Look, playing with my granny here, like,
Wow.
if you touch it one more time, bro, don't touch my grandma one more time, bro.
But it's just like, bro, like it's just so hard looking a little scrumptious. Hard for me to do it because she just like so bad.
Bro, I just told you not to touch my granny, nigga.
Yeah, that looks a little fake, right? Wouldn't he hopped up a little faster if it was like really trying to get off? And then wouldn't he have just slapped him across the table? Like, you want to stand up? Like, that does look a little scripted, because wouldn't you just would have, just while you're sitting across the table? Blueface is a pretty tall dude, bro. He could have reached him for sure. And then the table, like, you would have thrown that table. That table looks light as hell. And then for someone to, like, that guy wasn't even pushing him. For him just to be like, all right, time's up, get out the way. Yeah, it does look fake.
I promise, bro. I'm gonna you up. Yeah, don't let me go. On me. Don't let me go. I'm smacking.
Oh, this fool ain't even trying to get to him, bro. Because when people are really mad and they trying to get off, bro, it's hard to hold someone back. You're gonna have to like tackle him and put everything on him. He could have just jabbed over, bop, right over the table, right?
I swear. I'm smacking shit.
Chill.
It's like, hold me back. I'm gonna get him. Hold me back.
Chill, bro. I swear, bro.
But you did that to his grandma, bro.
Bro, nigga smack me, bro. I don't care, bro.
Come on, bro. You doing too much, bro.
Bitch ass nigga, you gonna hit me, bitch? You gonna smack the fuck out me and explain
Yeah, look at the arm over him. Like, bro, you're not even trying.
This bitch ass nigga, man, you wanna put your hands on me at the fucking video shoot, boy. You is a whole bitch, boy. I'll smack the fuck out you, boy. You ain't even no real crip, boy. You a whole bitch ass nigga, and you ain't wanna give me my fucking one. You was a bitch, and you know I was joking your grandma, nigga. You know I was talking that shit to your grandma. That's why you
Off me to do it because he just like so.
I never really heard of this guy. What does he do? Oh, he's killing it though on 739K. But it's funny how 10 posts, like, you know, you posted a lot more than that. I don't know why these guys always delete their post. Are they giving billboards now for YouTube views? First time ever seeing that. Million subscribers, bro. That's nice. If I keep going, hopefully one day I'll get there. But it's crazy. That's the first time ever seeing a plaque for views. Is that shit photoshopped? And then ones. Are these all ones too? It's like you flexing ones. With the air tag, is that what that is? Or that's the door key. Some of the apartments nowadays have little key fobs for the door. Trip out, right? Yeah, conclusion is that was fake. So is this guy like a 20v1 guy? Is that what he is? Let's look at his YouTubes.
In today's video, we got 20 people competing for Blueface. Bust down, Tatiana. Bust down, Tatiana.
Oh, but that wasn't the guy that... Well, I guess it was.
I want to see you.
Nah, you went crazy, man. They all different. All shapes and sizes. Hello.
Hi.
What you doing?
Good.
What type of cow? Scary?
But that wasn't the guy that he hit, right? Who's the guy that he was beefing with?
Look like off me to do it because he just like so.
So who's this guy? That's what my question is. Because this is the LA Mike, right? The guy in the back in the red. Who's this guy? And it's crazy. It's like the guy that he tried to slap. Like, who's he? We don't see anywhere in the comments. Asali, got it on. I know a skit when I see one. Yeah, man. I guess skits are gonna skit, right? I don't know. But it's like when it's a skit, like I'm not really clicking on your page too much after that. I'm not really here for the fake shit. Bro, this looked crazy, right? You see this? This looked wild. At first, I thought it was AI. Man, I'm surprised that didn't like crack fucking AD's chest bone, man. At least knock the air out of him. Imagine trying to pick Duno up though. Fuck. I mean, if AD should have like did the turn, like you could have pulled him, but you could have like kind of turned, and then you would have landed on top of him. AD don't watch enough UFC.
Bro, I pulled him down. Let's go. We lost. Yeah. We lost. Set. You got 2 minutes. Bro, you're grabbing me. You're running.
It's like two sumo wrestlers, huh? Look at fucking T-Rail. He's all into it. Like, what the hell was going on here? Was AD trying to pick him up? They look like they're hugging. What the fuck is going on here? Damn, and falling on that floor, man. I'm surprised that shit didn't knock the wind out of AD. Yeah, I'm streaming. Why, you trying to go spend your birthday money? Well, what time? I mean, I just hit an hour, 15 minutes. I mean, give me another 45 minutes at least. Yeah. Yeah, I could take you then. All right. All right. My daughter's trying to go spend her birthday money at the mall and hang out because LAUSD, it's Thanksgiving break right now. I already knew she was going to come. I didn't know she was going to come asking right now, but I already knew she was going to have a little trick up her sleeve, wanting to go do something somewhere, and I was going to have to take her there. She's at the age now where she's trying to be outside with her homegirls all the time. But she did get a bunch of gift cards from, like, family, and then yesterday at her little birthday party, so I knew she was going to try to go out and blow some money. It's like, what is the goal here? Like, what were they trying to do? Because Duno's like hugging him. AD, he got the underhooks, but like, what are they trying to do? And it's like, AD, you can't, your base isn't under you. You're like tilting backwards. Good old Citizen app. Yeah, his base is too up under him. All Duno would do is just put his foot behind this leg, and AD's going down. Now they're doing the scramble. How much you think Duno weighs? Probably a cool 325 at least, right? And then AD reverses it, and he's on top of him. I know, Duno looks like a big old baby Huey motherfucker. How did it start? Because I didn't even get a chance to look at the pod. But how did it start? What? How'd they even get to that point? What is that? Shame on you? Is that shame on you? FMW, shame on you. Was that during the pod? Do they still go live, or is it always, let's see.
Shame on you, we're live right now. We are back. The homie said we ain't waiting for homies no more.
Nah, we here, man.
And I'm with it.
GDBD Vice Lord, Serranio, Larry Hoover, I'm with it too.
Yeah. Well, why you add something new
Smack
every week?
Unk?
I ain't had nothing.
Uncle Smack?
Why you put Larry Hoover in there?
He say it too. I ain't had nothing.
You a copycat ass nigga, dog.
For sure.
God damn.
And you know what's even crazier?
What?
He got Mace now. I said, what you got Mace for? He said, because Charleston got Mace.
You know what's even crazy?
Well, calm down, Smack.
He got a porno outfit on.
Smack's trying to fucking avoid a charge. Creators Inc. You remember when did We Starvin' show it when they went over there and Adam was like all on the bumper trying to find out why they went or whatever? All right, where does it happen? Do they do it on the stream? Oh yeah, here we go.
He owes you $1,000.
Listen, Punk.
You want to take this $1,000 back?
Yeah,
I got you.
Hold
Hold on, Smack.
I got you.
Wait.
My manager.
I'm gonna make
Shut up.
sure.
My manager.
Has to, right?
Choke 6
No, I'm
out.
saying six got to put you in a headlock. Got to put you in a headlock in order to get the $1,000 for you to lose. Now, if,
put his arm. Okay, yeah. So yeah.
You know, look like AD was about to boot T-Row in the head.
Okay, yeah.
Boop.
So yeah, just like that. All I gotta do is just have my arm around him and just be on top.
Hey, look, I got the stop clock.
GD.
his ass, see back. Oh, hold on, watch the camera, watch the camera.
Hey, son, bro,
We can make this a separate screen. We got.
He owe you.
Your man's.
Nah. Big ass bitch.
All right, come on, bro.
Now what, nigga?
Okay. If I get AD down, what is? You're not getting me down. How much I
No,
get?
you're not getting AD down.
You're not getting me down.
Hey, you get it down, I give you $200 out of mine, nigga.
Whoa.
Out of mine.
Yeah.
Wait,
I don't know what you get.
so he has to do all the work?
I don't
Talk to him.
There you
Turn
go.
on the boom.
Check your chain,
Turn on the
bro.
bug box.
Check your chain,
What are the
bro.
rules? What are the rules? Check your chain. I'd rather pay you before you. What are you doing, bitch?
Moving this out the way more, I need my money.
Okay. So what are the rules?
Ain't no rules. You gotta get
Oh,
your
no,
get to the
rules.
ground.
You gotta get to bro. You gotta get bro to the ground.
This is about to get ugly.
We ain't worried about no phone.
If you haven't hit that thumbs up for me, that shit helps YouTube spread the word.
Hello.
Top of the morning, Brian.
Yeah, that's all you got.
Fuck, I don't know. I never knew him that good to know if he had a hood name, but I'm sure if he's from, from where he's from, I'm sure it comes with a hood name, right? I don't know if he got any big homies or little homies under the name, but I'm sure he got one.
Okay. All right. And then we gonna double it. And then we gonna double it. Hold up. Then we gonna double it. No, go ahead. And then we gonna double it. Like sumo wrestling. Let's go.
Sumo wrestler.
And then I got 300 on 2 rounds.
Get on to the floor.
Let me call you back in 5 minutes. No, you can't. I know. I'm joking. All right.
Hold up. They finna get out. Hold up. Watch out. They finna squabble. All right, ready?
Don't pull my.
So I think this is an apartment building. I'm not sure, but I think it's an apartment building. So I bet you the neighbors downstairs were like, "What the hell is going on?"
Sweater.
Fuck you, bitch.
Hey, don't pull mine. Wait. Bitch, I thought we were friends, bitch.
Nah, fuck you right now. Money involved.
Hey, but I'm just gonna be you 2 rounds.
He gotta get my money after you lose.
Count it. You ready?
Yeah.
No, ready, set. You got 2 minutes.
Bro, you're grabbing me. You're
Running.
Look, Duno's he hugged on the neck and then just put all his weight down.
Bro, you're grabbing me. You're running.
Man, bro, if Duno fell on me like that, he probably would have broke me, bro. I probably would have been flat like a pancake. And then that carpet ain't helping. You ain't catching no traction with that shit. Yeah, AD. Yeah, I don't think AD's done much time. I don't really think any of them here done much time, to be honest with you. Maybe Smack. Yeah, AD said I pulled him down, but you landed on the bottom. So I mean, whoever is on top gets the takedown, right? You pulled him down on top of you. So Duno gets the takedown.
We lost, fuck.
Yeah! We lost, bro.
I pulled him towards me.
We lost, bro.
Let's go, bro. Let's go. Damn. Tell him about pussy. Yeah. All right, bitch. We ain't even this. Give me my money. Nah, I owe you shit. We said give me my money, man. We said come on now. Come on. Dude, that shit hurt. Woo!
Yeah, see, I knew that had to hurt. Now AD's starting to feel it. I bet you woke up the next morning like, bro, fucking flattened me out. Come on, Lou. Come here. I ain't letting you outside again, dog.
Let's go. Fuck our chili off, man.
Fuck our chili off, dog.
Damn. Bro, I pulled him towards me, but he fell on your ass. Now
He definitely fell on me.
Damn.
Damn, I'm tired. That wrestling shit tired.
Damn.
Damn, we could have had some chili right
We could have had some chili, man. 200 going down the drain, bro.
Right.
Yeah, I mean, I get if AD would have went on his back and put his legs over, Duno probably wouldn't have seen it coming. He could have probably put him in the, where you put the leg around him and you choke him out. Well, I forget what that's called. Too many names to remember, but I watch UFC every Saturday. I don't know if any of y'all watch UFC, but bro, that one Saturday in Dubai or Qatar or whatever, bro, that was a great card. A lot of first round knockouts, man. That was a really good card Saturday. It started like at 7 a.m. or something, right? Because it was over there. But bro, last Saturday was an amazing card. Yeah, the triangle. Yeah.
My 1,000 gone.
Did you watch, Brian? Did you watch the fight Saturday? I haven't been keeping up with boxing too much because on the little app I use, the TV app TO doesn't really show the boxing matches. Well, actually, Saturday was on ESPN because it wasn't a pay-per-view. But what's his name? Won again, bro. What's that fucking dude's name? He's like sponsored by FTP. Bro, he baited the dude and dropped him. That was a good one. I just seen the clips.
All our money gone.
Damn, I'm mad than a motherfucker.
My shit hurt.
Once I seen that nigga Duno fall on him, I said, oh, that's 500 pounds on his ass.
Bro, that shit, nigga.
Imagine if Duno would have fell on Smack. Smack probably would have been in the hospital for the next week. Fuck, if Duno fell on me, I probably would have been in the hospital.
I did not anticipate that.
Damn.
That nigga full weight fell on me.
Damn. Oh, that's fucked up.
Damn, little brother crushed on me with.
Oh,
my fucking leg.
damn. Damn, see? I thought I had some chili. Oh, man. Damn, but I really go 2-2. Look at that, left me with
Damn, look, he injured the homie, cuz.
I fucked my shit up.
The homie's out of here.
Winner!
You did. That would have.
I would have just grabbed the leg, janked it to the side, kicked out the other one with my leg. Top of the morning tech. Yeah, bro. Whoever's in that building, because I think that's like an apartment. I'm not sure. But I'm sure the whole building shook. They probably thought an earthquake was about to happen. I mean, bro, it was probably at least a 2.0 on the Richter scale for sure. Because AD and Duno both falling, bro, that's like probably, fuck, bro, 600 pounds right there. Yeah, you can see AD still limping in like the leg, bro. He's definitely trying to play it off, but bro, that shit fucked him up good, I bet. Probably heard his whole back just pop like all the fucking. Unless he goes to chiropractor often, his whole back probably just went.
Would have been 200 for Dizzle, 200 for me, 400, 600 for you.
600 for me. Like.
Damn.
I hurt my Yeah, I forgot.
Oh, yeah. Now you got to clear everybody's debt.
On God.
AD's looking like Baker Mayfield last night versus the Rams. Bro, Baker Mayfield got fucked. He's a strong-ass dude, bro, and he always be trying to go for it, but last night, he was looking fucked up. He tried to play through it, but his left arm, and it's like he throws with his right. But I don't know what he did to his left, but you know, after the halftime, Baker Mayfield couldn't come back in.
Bro, this shit hurt. He was about to clear everybody's debt, bro.
Oh, my mama, I was. Yeah. How you turn this shit on, man?
Damn.
Hey, he got his shit hooked up to it. Damn, AD, you disappointed.
That's a bum box.
Yo, yeah, man, we disappointed, man. Me too, we got this shit going, man.
Bro, look at that boombox. That shit looks gnarly.
The building, man, yeah. Hey, AD.
Oh, these guys, is it a karaoke box or some shit?
Make sure you get your shit out the way, man. Hey, it's going, yeah, man. Shout out to the homies, man.
Bro, my shit hurt. Put your shirt back on, bitch.
Let's go.
Put your shirt back on, bitch.
What fucking kind of pants does T-Rail have on? Those shits look funny as hell. And then it says, keep winning on the pocket. They look like it's bedazzled on the leg, huh? Is that embroidery or is that bedazzled? And it looks like AD got the top to those sweats on.
Shoot the mic to the winner, though. Shoot the mic to the winner.
All right, pretty much got the gist of it. Man, you guys see this, bro? I wonder what happened. Baby mama sweats. YSL Woody reveals he lost his newborn son recently, man. That's fucked up, bro. Like, do any of y'all know what happened or how? But, bro, that's fucked up. And he looks like he was just born, too. It's fucked up, man. I couldn't imagine losing a newborn. I couldn't imagine it, bro. Like I was saying earlier, man, like, no matter how the kid's gonna grow up to be or whatever, like, you want healthy first. I wonder if we Google it, will it tell us? Oh, shout out Trent Williams, bro. I know him. He's a homie, and like his trainers. I used to not to him directly, but his trainers and his homies that were around him. They used to call me for flour back in the day. They still hit me when the 49ers play the Rams. I'll still get a text from them. But last time they hit me, cause I retired, I sent them Gunner's way. I was like, bro, I got someone for you at least. Damn, the newborn was just over a month old. Damn, bro, that's fucked up. Does anybody know why yet? Yeah, because his homies, yeah, for sure, because his training homies and people that's still with him, they from out there, and he got a couple dudes from Oklahoma, I think, that be with him sometimes. All cool-ass dudes, for sure. But it pretty much all just says that he passed. It doesn't really say how. Roommates, YSL Woody has been opening up online in the wake of losing his newborn son. Fans are feeling every ounce of emotion. His latest post captured tender family moments, but the heartbreak is impossible to miss and hits you right through the screen. Yeah, I couldn't imagine, bro. I can't imagine. Has seemingly been opening up about an imaginal loss, and our hearts are truly with him. The rapper clearly revealed that his recent loss his newborn son, who was just over a month old, and says life hasn't felt worth living. Yeah, and the first couple months are the most fragile time. So do you concern across the social media? It's still unclear when exactly his son passed, and the cause of the death has not been released. Furthermore, Woody continues to share sentimental videos and images showing the moments with his little baby boy. Damn, bro. That's fucked up, man. I give my condolences to Woody. It's not, life ain't supposed to work that way, bro. Kids aren't supposed to die before the parents. You know what I'm saying? Like, you're supposed to grow old and then the parents live a full life and pass away. Yeah, that shit would fuck me up too, man. I've had a couple friends lose their kid. Like my one homegirl growing up, she went through the whole pregnancy and then the kid came out and wasn't alive. There's not even a nice way to say it, bro. But that really messed them up. But then, you know, they got through it, had another kid, had a healthy kid. And that's all you can do is just, you know, I guess just have another one eventually. But then your whole life on the birthdays and all that, you're just going to wonder, like, man, I wonder what he would have been doing now. Yeah, that's fucked up, bro. All right. What do y'all think of this? This is kind of fucked up too, because Brandon has like a 1-year-old. And then I was looking back through his videos. He only drops like one video a month. I'm sure his back catalog does pretty good. But you see his GoFundMe was like at 100K or something in a day, right? I wonder what it's at now.
My name is Brandon Buckingham, and it really pains me to write this, but I feel obligated to only because I have an 11-month-old baby who is taken care of by my beautiful stay-at-home wife who I provide for. 4 days ago, I woke up not knowing where I was, completely deaf. My feet were swollen, and I was in.
You think this is from his own intentions by drinking too much and popping the beans and all that shit? But then you got people like Lush that seem like they just go unfazed. And then you got people like Brandon. I wonder how old Brandon is. That, I mean, I guess we don't know the cause. It could be from partying. Could be El Natural.
Severe pain. I was rushed to urgent care and eventually the ICU. I was very disoriented.
Yeah, Tech, I haven't got a chance to watch it yet. I need to watch it for sure. I seen homie when I first got on. Homie Christian Shody said he got scammed by Flacco for $100 for that class he dropped.
Confused and unable to breathe.
He said he wasn't happy with it.
The initial diagnosis was acute systolic heart failure, kidney failure, and liver failure, all things brought on by pneumonia and subsequent sepsis or possibly tuberculosis. The good news is they no longer think I have tuberculosis. The bad news is my heart is...
Tuberculosis, yeah, that's a bad one. But if you find out you got it early, isn't it curable or some antibiotics or something? His book is 3.5 pages, double spit. Like, oh my God. Bro, I've said that a lot. Like, soon as these people want to start thinking they're too cool for the program and they can tell other people how to be doing it. But it's like, bro, what do you really got to offer, you know? Like, you make YouTube videos of commentary talking about other people. Anything you want to learn from Flacco, just watch his last 20 videos and find out his formula. The biggest part about that, I mean, Flacco's like a fan and watches everything and gets all giddy when he sees something happen in drama. So it's easy for him to get into it and have like, oh shit, they're doing, But pretty much, bro, you just find like a viral clip or something that's kind of a little way out, and then you make a 15-minute video about it with your opinion. And Flacco's been working at it for a while, bro. He's been doing this fucking 6-7 years, maybe longer. So eventually, yeah, you keep going, you're going to figure out your formula and see what works. It's not like Flacco blew up in a year. You know, he's been working at it for a long time. Oh, Brandon? He lost his damn, bro. That's why once the fucking fentanyl came out, bro, that shit's fucking just horrible, bro. Horrible. And Brandon's, he grew up, him and Tommy G are homies, bro, right? They go back a long ways.
Still failing, and my lungs and kidneys are still in very rough shape. I don't know what's going to happen to me, but I know for sure if I do
You can just hear how he's breathing, bro, that shit's rough on him.
survive, it will be a very long recovery, and I will not be able to provide
Yeah,
for my family
you're
for
right,
several
Cree.
months if things go well. A cardiology specialist informed me that I may be on bed rest for 2 to 4 months, and as I recover from this very scary, life-threatening illness, I will need help with things like my mortgage, utilities, baby supplies, and the over $100,000 in medical debt I've racked up while dealing with this nightmare.
But you ain't got health insurance? I don't know how it's going to be $100K if you got health insurance, because all you got to do is pay the deductible at some point, right? Yeah, doesn't Tommy give a lot of respect for Brandon for maybe not paving the way, but I've heard him give a lot of respect to Brandon, and they do videos together. I fuck with both their content. I like Tommy. I like Brandon shit.
I will also likely need to be on heart medication the rest of my life. I've never asked for help before, but my heart is currently only working at 15 to 20%. So if anyone out there cares, please consider donating to my GoFundMe.
How old is Brandon?
Help me provide until I am able to work again, as well as help pay off the medical bills I've racked up. And if you aren't able to donate, please consider by watching my videos, as I won't be able to upload new ones for a while. Thank you for all your love and prayers. This has been one of the scariest times of my life, and all your support has meant the world to me.
Damn, it says Brandon Buckingham's only 30 years old, bro. You're too young.
What's up, everyone, and welcome back.
You're too young to be having health problems, Brandon. Yeah, right here on famous birthdays website or whatever, it says he's 30 years old. Oh, he's from Bertha, Maryland. He posted his first YouTube video on August 2014. In 2019, he started to work as an elementary school art teacher in Montgomery County Public Schools. Was this fool really a school teacher? Trip out. But then that means he should have some kind of degree, right? Oh, his older brother passed away. I remember when he had beef with Danny Mullen. Remember that? And he tried to like fight him and threw like a milkshake on him or some shit. I wonder how much he's made. I'm broke, or I would have tried to give him a couple bucks. Damn. $280K. Well, I guess you got the $100,000 for the medical bills. And I mean, $180K, bro. You old lady should be able to live pretty decently. Yeah, it did seem a little rushed, but then I did go through and look at his videos. I guess let's look at his social blade, and then we can really get an idea. 12 days, 3 weeks, 4 weeks, 3 months, 4 months. See, before the last couple weeks, he was dropping one once a month. But here, this is the best way to really see how someone's channel's doing. Is you go to socialblade.com and then Brandon. I kind of feel like an asshole going through all this when he's in the hospital, but it's for the sake of conversation, you know what I'm saying? Know what I'm saying? I still need to make that Jalise soundbite. Know what I'm saying? So right here is where we can really tell. In the last 14 days, he's done 1.3 million views. In the last 30 days, he's been done 3.3 million. So 3.3 million, depending what his CPM is, we'll just say $6,000 because that's on the lower side. 3.3 million, $6,000. So he's probably making like 18 grand a month. But then YouTube, bro, is like $10.99. So you got to pay taxes on all this. You can write off a little bit here and there, but you got to pay taxes on all this, bro. That's where it gets tricky. And I don't know, does he live in a state where their taxes are a little less? But that's where it gets tricky because, yeah, even though he may be making 18, you're going to have some write-offs, but you're definitely going to owe the government some bread. You can never really go by the numbers that they tell you. Because only he'll know what his CPM is. That shit's not public. Bro, you see Whistling Diesel? You see they arrested his ass the other day? Yeah, well, a number, you can't really get how much they get paid. You can just see what the views are. And like, it all depends on what kind of content you put out of how much they pay you. Like, say if you put educational videos, like the dude that preach about cryptocurrency, or you like educational, some of those guys can make 30,000 to 40,000 per a million views. Now, you get these vlog channels like Baby Draco and Buckingham. Tommy G probably does pretty good because he does it more in an educational format. But on average, it's probably like 5 to 8 grand per a million, depending on what your CPM is. Yeah, only they know the CPM. That shit's not public, but, right here it tells you the views. So daily average, 110,000, pretty much 100,000 views kind of equals like $600 to $1,000 depending, $600 to $800 depending. But then you got to pay taxes on it. That's where it gets tricky. Is all this YouTube shit is $10.99, bro. And they don't play about their taxes. Watch, we'll find out from Whistling Diesel. It's kind of like a tongue twister, huh? You guys fuck with this dude's content? Yeah, I mean, depending, like, say in California, they're going to want 40% of that, bro. 35, 40%. But if you live in Texas or Florida, I think they only want like 10 to 20%. So say you get 100 grand in California, you're probably going to walk away with like 60. Now, if you're in Texas or Florida and you get 100 grand, you're probably going to walk away with like 80. That's a big difference. You know what I'm saying? Very big difference. That extra 20 grand, you could do a lot with that extra 20 grand. Employees, just invest it back into your business.
Hello, everyone. A lot of my videos are very fun and light.
Oh, that's why a lot of people go to Texas then, because for sure you keep way more. Then you just got to pay the feds.
Hearted. So I joke around a lot, and that's my personality. But this video is different. Everything in this video is 100% real.
It's crazy. At some point in this video, he says that he has a Russian girlfriend that he just moved to Dubai. Like, what the fuck? This seems like a good-hearted American to be getting a mail-order bride is what it sounded like.
To talk about, it actually happened, and I'm not joking around. So a few days ago, I was at work, working at my shop, and my guys come up to me and they're like, hey, there's like 6 cops coming down the driveway, and they're confused. I'm like, right, good one, guys. They're gonna prank me. So I walk outside, and right away they say, "Mr. Detweiler, put your hands behind your back." And I'm like,
And it's funny, his last name's Detweiler when they're saying he's in debt to the state of Tennessee or Kentucky. I forget which one he said, but what a trippy last name to have, Detweiler, and then they're saying you're in debt to the state.
Is this a joke?
Yeah, what's up? Oh, I thought I'd been subscribed.
Yeah, that's me. Take hands at your pocket. Yep. Is there a reason why?
Is this a joke?
They arrest me without, at this point, telling me why. I still have zero clue. I'm very cooperative, very cooperative. I'm looking at my guys like, is something going on here? And obviously, they have no clue what's going on either.
I don't know if that's the case anymore, Brian.
These cops have walked down my whole driveway. My gate was shut, so they couldn't get in. They walked all the way down. And after like 2 minutes of us asking why, and one of them tightening the handcuffs until they wouldn't go anymore, they show us a piece of paper that says, "This is a warrant for tax evasion."
What is this for? This is for tax evasion.
And right away, I'm like, tax evasion? Because I've paid nearly dollars to the IRS and state. I've paid all my taxes. It might look like what we do is illegal and sketchy, but I do everything within legal parameters. So we're very careful to pay our taxes. I have a great accountant that keeps track of everything. There was some word spreading around that I don't pay my taxes. I pay a lot more than what I should probably actually. I think I'll go through this after and look at what I've been paying to make sure it's not too much. Nonetheless, I'm like, okay, the handcuffs are tight enough, and he keeps tightening them, like squeezing them tighter, like I'm gonna run. I was very cooperative. None of us did anything disrespectful whatsoever. But we filmed it, right, because it's for our protection as well. Just as they have a body cam, this is America, people are on camera. And they're on my property as well. So they have a warrant for tax evasion. Of course, I have no clue what this is for. They won't explain why. I had not gotten a letter, a text, an email.
Yeah, I got let go 3 weeks ago, Friday. That's why I've been doubling down doing this, and then I'm going to school to get my CDL. So once I hit the road, just keep doing the YouTube shit, CDL. I'm no longer up there.
A notice in the mail. Nobody got the slightest bit of notice what this could have been for. And I didn't even find out for several days after I was arrested. So yeah, we have everything on camera. I'll play the video here so you guys can be caught up and see what happened.
Yo, what's up? Yeah, that's me.
This fucking guy got a fire truck. Trip out.
I don't know. Is there a reason why?
Is this a joke?
Bro, I thought about that, cause all the truckers be like not young dudes, but a lot of them, ex-cons, all that. Like when you got to lay over and get your rest, I thought about that. Even if I pulled out a little table and kind of did like the Sneeko shit in the subway, but at truck stops with truckers and the lot lizards and all that shit, bro, I think that would be cool. And then as you're traveling around the U.S., you're going to get different outlooks and different people. Like you might be in the South and get someone with the Southern draw. Then you might be up in Washington and get some yuppies or whatever the hell's up there. And then New York, and then Colorado, and then Kentucky. I think it would be dope. And you could kind of paint a picture of the whole U.S. Some of them kind of film, but I want to do OTR shit. And then, I don't know if you guys remember that dude, Big Rick, when Lush's homie, he drives truck. And hopefully I can go with him and do OTR. And I have a whole plan, want to bring my setup. And then while I'm passenger and taking my rest, we could be potting, get the camera set up, get the mics hardwired so the driver could just drive, listen to what's going on, and then give the feedback. And then whoever's sitting in passenger seat could be doing the switching, putting the videos up, covering, getting the topics ready. And then you could have a video outside of the truck filming the road. Filming the road, camera filming us. And then get it, giving a big ass lens, and you could even film far away and see what's out in the distance. And then, you go to sleep, driving through Oklahoma, wake up in New Orleans or wherever who knows, wherever the hell the road takes you. But I think that would be dope. And I think people would just tap in where are you at now? what's going on. And while you're sitting in the truck, you got time to do everything. And if Starlink works pretty good, and since the trucks ain't going like 80, 90 like a car, I think Starlink works pretty good when you're going like 60 miles an hour, like in the RVs and shit. I've envisioned it, and I think if you double down on it, I think it would be a fucking good lane, because you can mix in conversations in the truck and then mix in conversation with people at truck stops. I think it would be something dope, for sure.
No, at least you guys are agents with the state. They'll explain it to you.
Okay.
Here we go.
No, sir. No? You mean you come take me? No, sir.
What's the paper? Is that the warrant?
Yeah.
No.
And then could wrap the back of the truck like the trailer with the podcast, put a QR code on it or whatever. You know, even if you've seen a trailer and it just advertises whatever your channel is, I think that should be hard as hell. Top of the morning, Sev.
Well, he has a warrant. This is a criminal summons.
Okay.
Out of circuit court.
What is this for?
This is for tax evasion.
Okay.
I can already see my daughter at the door. She's like on my bumper. She wanted to go.
Is that what this whole thing is for?
Give him his copy. If he wants to give it to this guy, that's cool. 401. Are you cool with him accepting that on your?
Yeah, that's fine. That's fine. That's what this is about.
The sheriff's department has this for the company, Whistling Diesel, or whatever your company is called, but the state agents have warrants for you individually.
Oh, so the other stuff.
Yeah, it's same stuff.
It's both
but
Oh, okay.
it's for you.
Pretty much they arrest his ass. He walks out. Then he goes in. Once he gets out, he starts telling why. Let's see if I could find. He explains why they arrested him. And it's kind of like weird as hell. I don't know if they're just trying to pick on him. But you ever see like expensive cars and they're like got a Montana license plate? There's like a whole okey doke to save money doing that.
Back to Tennessee, and they're gonna go be like, oh, well, let's pay all of our sales tax that they're wanting for this, the $30,000 that they want for the sales. I wouldn't put it.
And he's like, they're wanting $30,000 for the sales tax. I'm pretty sure Whistling Diesel has a very good CPM for the kind of content he makes. He's already made that money back off the views from this video to pay these fuckers the money they want.
Get past them. I'm dying to know who decided that this was worth the time and resources instead of just sending me a letter. I will work with anyone to resolve something in an amicable way. Frankly, it's not worth anybody's time. It's not worth my time. Well, it is. I'm gonna make money on this. I mean, it's not worth, frankly, the taxes that they're wanting for this, the $30,000 that they want for the sales tax on this car, is probably not even gonna come close to covering the money they're spending on me for this. Which leads me to think that there's another angle, which I'll get into now. I think they went after me specifically because they think it will make a wave through the car community, because I'm a social media influencer in the automotive industry, and when people see this, they're all gonna go change their Montana registration to their home state. They're gonna go back to Tennessee, and they're gonna go be like, oh, well, let's pay all of our sales tax because I'm gonna register my car in Tennessee because I don't wanna be arrested because I have a wife and kids at home. And I could go to prison. I don't wanna go to prison. Of course I'm gonna do that, right? That's why they went after me, I think, because they wanna make a wave and they want everybody else, because they know that there will be videos. They know that this is gonna make it to the news and that everybody's gonna cover this, and why would it not scare people into re-registering their vehicles and paying all that sales
You can
tax?
let him out if you
Crazy
want.
thing, this is your own government doing this to you.
Leave him in then.
So I think the one very slight oversight that they ignored is that I won't put up with that. That's not how this is going to go. I'm actually in the middle of purchasing property in Montana right now. So I'm actually buying land in Montana.
See, he's buying land in Montana so he can keep buying his cars and registering them there for cheap, which is smart. I get it. And he had to physically move out of Tennessee because I think you have to spend 6 months in a day wherever you claim residency.
That is where my business will now be set up. If they didn't stop with me, they won't.
He
stop
does
with
the
you.
same
They will
thing
come to
as
your door
pretty
and they
much
will arrest
him,
you.
fuck up cars and
who knows the
review
limit
them.
that this could go to, considering this is over one single car. that doesn't exist anymore. Imagine what they'll do to you with maybe many cars who still exist. That being said, at the moment, I cannot recommend enough. If you are in Tennessee, buy property in Montana. It's a great place to settle down. Buy property in Montana, operate your business out of there. And I will let everybody know as soon as I get updates, I'm gonna let everybody know what they say is the minimum requirement that you can have your vehicles in Tennessee if they're registered in Montana. In other words, this is a tractor for all they're concerned. That being said, I cannot recommend Montana enough. I think this is a lovely place to go. I mean, I drove through there. I'm buying land there. I have some very good lawyers that are working on this. I want to smile for everyone who actually reached out, like my friends that I haven't even talked to in a long time who are reaching out like, hey, can we do anything for you? I genuinely appreciate that so much. Like you find out who your friends are, and I realize that. If people want to hate me for other stuff, go for it and give me a hard time, but this affects you. If they went after me without sending
Why do people hate him? Like, what has he done for people to hate him? I just see him like fucking up cars and all that shit.
a notice for that, there's no telling what they'll do. So I wanted to announce my website is back up. I haven't sold merch in a long time. So I'm bringing back merch. I'm bringing back just quality clothes. I'm selling hoodies and shirts with my indictment charge to pay for
But I mean, bro, your views you got on this video will pretty much pay that shit you're talking about.
my legal fees, because this could get pretty expensive. And just for you guys, because I love you all, there is no sales tax charge. There's a 10% deduction on the products, so I'm gonna cover that. I'll make less money on it. But yeah, no sales tax on these. So sales tax won't benefit them too much if the prices are too cheap to tax. So legally,
Oh, nice. I'm gonna have to check them out.
You know, strategy.
I bet you it's popped up, and I've probably seen some of them. I just ain't really remembering that Western Chaplain name.
With this, but there's no telling how long it could go. I had another case that went on for 1.5 years last time for splashing with a jet ski. The next court date is already in January. So this is probably gonna be drawn on for several years. I just wanna tell them, I'm sure they're watching this, the people that filed this, Curtis or whatever, or whoever did the research, or the guy at Ferrari or whatever. I just wanna tell you to pick your battles wisely. I treat everyone with respect.
It's crazy if Ferrari really like reported him for registering a car, but he burnt that Ferrari up, so maybe that's why Ferrari's mad. I don't think he burnt it up on purpose, but it caught on fire or some shit. He was probably off-roading it or something crazy.
The American people are the ones in charge here. So yeah, I mean, they could have sent me a letter. No problem with paying the sales tax, guys. I mean, if you can find a legal way, that's the thing. Nobody wants to pay taxes. And I feel like if there is an amount of taxes that is fair to pay. I think this is a matter of making it very clear what is to be done in certain situations. If money is owed, you make it clear. You don't confuse the American public. You don't pick and pry for the slightest little outlier. You need to make it very clear in the code what can and cannot be done before you get tied up in endless legal problems and waste the Americans' time. I have been promising, of course, a Bugatti durability test. I know everybody wants to see that. And this has made me slightly question the methods that I would go about durability testing cars, considering that's my business. If I do a Bugatti durability test and that car is $3 million, I'm paying, I think it would be $400,000 in sales tax. A whole Ferrari of sales tax. That's not affordable. I can't afford that. I can barely afford the Bugatti. That's why I'm doing it. This is the pinnacle. It's a really cool thing to do. But I can't afford the sales tax on the Bugatti. So I'm happy to announce we are finding new ways to do this that will be much more affordable, that will not allow the state of Tennessee or other states to get the sales tax from it. This is not tax evasion. It's simply just not going to be my car. So it'll be something that the tax has already been paid on. I have to do things that way. I'm just going to borrow people's cars. So totally legal. Not tax evasion, not tax avoidance. It's just not getting taxed. I'm glad this happened before I went much further with my business, because I spent a lot of money, frankly. They always talk about taxing the rich. The people that have billions cannot be affected by what you're trying to do. There's other places in the world. If you make America restricted for them, they just go somewhere else. They bring their
Yeah. I mean, Tesla had a lot of, what do they call it when the state gives you money to do shit? But that's what Tesla did. And I think they still have their headquarters in California, if I'm not mistaken. I know they do a lot of shit in Texas, but California gave fucking Elon a shit ton of subsidiaries, or whatever the fucking word is. So you get like help and don't gotta pay taxes and whatever.
influence somewhere else, to some island somewhere. What you're really affecting is the middle class and upper middle class and lower middle class, frankly, people who are hardworking in America, who are trying to make it by, who are abiding by the rules, who are going to pay.
Isn't this bracelet he has on? That's like one of those expensive ass bracelets, right?
The tax, who get taxed more and more and more, and they get taxed on their tax because some people want to live for free based off.
Yeah, so pretty much he didn't pay the sales tax on a Ferrari, registered in Montana. So now I think Kentucky or Tennessee, whichever state, took him to jail for 20 grand. Top of the morning, Apollo. Oh, here, Seb.
Channel everybody.
This one's for you, playa. You see they're putting a hit on Candace Owens or some shit?
And if you haven't been following Candace Owens' recent stuff, it's getting crazy out there because she just put out a post the last couple days claiming that there is a credible and bought and paid for assassination plot out on her life by essentially the French government. And now a lot of people right out the gate said, oh, this is just Candace being Candace. She's being bombastic. She's being over the top. However, when I read this post, immediate striking things jumped out to me, given my background and my career, mainly the French units involved. Very, very interesting stuff that maybe make this more credible than everybody's realizing. Okay, so I know a lot of people don't know how all these, you know, high-level tier 1 military units and all this stuff works, but I'm your guy
Van
for that.
Cleef, that's what call it.
Through it and talk a little bit about where
Top
this
of the morning,
threat is
Apollo.
potentially
Appreciate
coming
you.
from. So don't forget to like, comment, subscribe. Helps the channel. Let's jump into
let me
it
Google,
and see
how much is a Van
how
Cleef
potentially
bracelet?
credible this assassination plot really is. All right, so first thing we got to do, of course, look at the actual post that Candace put out, and I'm going to break the whole thing down in detail following that. All right, here we go. All right, Candace says, urgent. 2 days ago, I was contacted.
Jesus Christ, that bracelet's like 30. Well, some are 16 grand, some are 33 grand. God damn. I would go with the one from Sheen that's $1.90. It looks like the one he had on might have been 5 grand. Fuck it, I'm going with Sheen and getting the $1.90 one.
Acted by a high-ranking employee of the French government. After determining this person's position and proximity to the French couple, obviously Brigitte and Emmanuel Macron, I have deemed the information they gave to be credible enough to share publicly in the event that something happens. In short, this person claims that the Macrons have executed upon and paid for my assassination. Oh, yes, you read that correctly. More specifically, that the green light was given to a small team in the National Gendarmerie Intervention Group. That's going to be very important. That'll be the first thing we cover. I am told there is one Israeli that is on the assassination squad and plans were formalized. And this is going to be important, and I'll explain how this is possible here in a minute as well. Again, this person provided concrete proof that they are well placed within the French government apparatus. Further to this point, this person claims that Charlie Kirk's assassin trained with the French Legion, and this is important, she left out a very important thing here, the French Foreign Legion, 13th Brigade with multi-state involvement. We're going to deep dive that too. This is the most interesting part of the entire post right here that most people have no idea the relevance to the French Foreign Legion and how this could all tie into a potential assassination attempt on her life. Okay. She goes on to say, journalist Javier Pissarrod's life is also at risk. This is deadly serious. The head of state of France apparently wants both of us dead and has authorized professional units to carry this out. I ask that every person retweet and share this. I do not know who in the American government can be trusted since the source claims our leaders are aware. That's a massively bold claim. But I have more specific information which is definitively verifiable should they care to reach out to me. To the brave official in France who did this because they were so moved by the evil of Charlie's public execution to risk their own life, may God bless you truly. Let all be revealed. So obviously these are massive claims by Candace. The fact that a foreign nation's president has planned and approved an assassination plot on her life. Not only that, but our leaders, I'm assuming she means the Trump administration, is also aware of this and has greenlit this. Pretty insane. Sounds almost too unrealistic to be true until you look at what are the incentives. And you don't know about Candace and her coverage of Brigitte Macron. It starts to get a little bit interesting when it comes to that. Also, her coverage of the Charlie Kirk case, her criticisms of Israel, all these different things. The incentives are unfortunately there from a lot of different angles. That doesn't necessarily mean it's credible. However, these units that she talks about are the first thing we need to break down because it's very, very interesting. All right, so first thing we're going to look at, which she talks about, which is the National Gendarmerie Intervention Group, which she says is the group that's going to carry out the assassination attempt on her life. Now, that might sound like some sort of private contractor, Wagner group type of thing, but it's not. This is actually just France's Tier 1 domestic counterterrorism unit. Or you could think of it kind of like a Delta force that they use as a domestic police force, okay? So what are they?
Did any of you watch the Chinese military parade yesterday? I got stuck watching damn near most of that thing. That shit was crazy.
They specialize in, right up front, domestic counterterrorism. Most of you guys actually know who this unit is. Historically, very, very famous unit. They were the ones who took down the 1988 plane hijack in Marseilles. So we're going to take a look at that here in a second. Hostage rescue, protection of government officials, high-level stuff like that domestically. So a lot of you will recognize this immediately because it's super famous, and this is when the French GIGN took down the terrorists who had hijacked this plane in France.
Actual video footage shows the co-pilot.
Oh, shit. Did you see that fucking guy jump out the window? Jesus Christ.
This plane in France.
Actual video footage shows the co-pilot, Jean-Paul Borderier, falling onto the hard concrete. Yet he still manages to stagger away to safety. It gives the snipers the chance they've been waiting for. The French news footage captures amazing scenes of the battle. A GIGN man is blasted out of the plane by gunshots.
Wow.
So the point with this is extremely high level, highly trained counterterrorism unit, right? And they have expertise in things like breaching, sniping, all the different things that you would want if you needed to take someone out that needed to be taken out, you could say. Now, this is where I stop and go, does it make sense that this would be the unit chosen by the Macrons, hypothetically, if they were to have some assassination plot on Candace Owens' life to come to America to take her out? You would much more expect something that we're going to get into with the French Foreign Legion here in a second, but a CIA Mossad-esque type of unit to be doing this. All right, so the French Foreign Legion, and this is where the story gets extremely, extremely interesting and very, very compelling, because if you don't know anything about the French Foreign Legion and how this whole thing works, okay, the French Foreign Legion actually takes people from all over the world, and a lot of these people have very serious criminal backgrounds, on the run from the law, different things like that. They get brought in, and they get turned into Special Forces, French Legionnaires, French Foreign Legion Legionnaires, right? And who's a great example of this? Of a guy we know, Taylor Kavanaugh, who we're actually going to have on the show later this week, who was a former Navy SEAL and actually ended up, after some trouble in life, in the French Foreign Legion. We're going to have him come on and deep dive all of the connections to all this for us later this week. But my point with that is you have people like...
Nowadays, it's just so much to try to keep up with, bro. It's just sometimes hard to keep up with everything. Like, to watch all the podcasts and watch everything, it's just fucking hard, bro. It's just really, really hard.
Former Navy SEALs, former operatives of different countries that come in and become part of the French Foreign Legion. And I'm going to explain why that's very compelling here as it relates to an assassination attempt on Charlie Kirk or Candace Owens' life. So what the French Foreign Legion is really famous for is reinventing identities. And what I mean by that is you can potentially take some high-level operative from a foreign country that's got legal issues, bring them into the French Foreign Legion and reinvent their identity, and they can continue on later in life with a clean slate. Back to what Candace said here, okay? She said this person claims that Charlie Kirk's assassin trained with the French Foreign Legion's 13th Brigade with multi-state involvement. That becomes very, very interesting because, yes, if you are going to want to hire or use someone to carry out an high-level assassination attempt on somebody like Charlie Kirk's life, the French Foreign Legion's not a bad place to look. You have some extremely high-level, highly trained operatives that could be from anywhere in the world, including, you know, maybe places like our greatest ally that have reinvented their identity that, again, some of which with very questionable morals to begin with. This is where you would definitely look to hire this type of assassin. Now, interesting thing here. Candace says that the assassin trained with the 13th Brigade. Here's where I go, does that really make sense? Maybe, but the 13th Brigade is actually a mechanized infantry brigade. So what that means is they're highly focused on, you know, vehicle-based combat and things like that. I would have expected This to be someone that came from the 2nd REP, which is the 2nd Foreign Parachute Regiment. And the reason why
I'm so like oblivious to all this stuff. Like, it's interesting. I fuck with it, but all this is the first time I'm hearing about a lot of this stuff.
would say that is because that's where their snipers are typically trained in the French Foreign Legion. If you were going to choose someone to carry out a sniper-esque assassination attempt, typically you'd want to pull somebody from there. However, that doesn't necessarily mean that there isn't cross-training and different things like that, or that they couldn't go to a sniper school. That's all possible as well. Now, why is this so interesting to talk about when it relates to the Charlie Kirk assassination or Candace and things like that? That's because if you're France and you're the French government and you really did want to pull something like this off, this is the perfect unit to pull from, because you're pulling potentially people who aren't French, right? They're part of the French Foreign Legion, but they might be German, they might be from the United States, they might be Israeli, right? There's a lot of plausible deniability back towards the French government if the person gets caught and it turns out they're Egyptian or, Canadian or from Beirut or whatever. That's exactly what you want through a tradecraft assassination attempt. You want zero tieback, especially through nation to nation. It's extremely important for things like this. Right? That's why I don't think the GIGN, which Candace talks about being the ones after her, doesn't make a whole lot of sense to me at all. However, the French Foreign Legion being involved all of a sudden raises some pretty serious eyebrows. Now, a lot of people will be asking, like, why? Why would, the French government put out a hit on Candace Owens, a podcaster?
That's what I was thinking.
If you haven't followed her coverage on Brigitte Macron, which I'm not going to delve into, yeah, there's an extreme amount of incentive to shut Candace up. I mean, we know that Macron literally asked Donald Trump to shut her up. Donald Trump called Candace to try to shut her up. They've brought out a lawsuit to try to shut her up. And so when you look at it that way, the incentive is
shit gets real,
there to make Candace stop talking. There's no doubt about that. Right? Her expose on becoming Brigitte is absolutely wild. Okay. And that's not the only incentives out there on Candace Owens. Candace Owens is flying very, very close to the sun on a lot of different topics. Obviously, Crone stuff, very obviously the Charlie Kirk investigation that she's been putting on over the last
top of the morning, Mr. E.
The ties to our greatest ally and their potential involvement, the Egyptian government potentially being involved, and then obviously her insane coverage and delving into all of the corruption and sketchiness behind TPUSA. I'm gonna be honest, guys, Candace Owens is kind of the #1 most wanted on a lot of people's lists. And for us to just throw away the idea that there may be a credible assassination plot on Candace's life, especially after what we just saw with Charlie Kirk, the fact that Donald Trump had assassination attempt on his life a little over a year ago as well. These things are not that unrealistic, guys. Candace is now the #1 podcast in the world. You turn into her YouTube channel, she's got anywhere from 100 to 150,000 concurrent live viewers at a time.
Wow.
It's absolutely bonkers. She's blown past Joe Rogan. She is the biggest name in independent media.
I'm gonna have to start tapping in.
Her
I used to watch her a little bit, but I'm gonna have to start tapping back in.
Is now enormous, just like Charlie Kirk's was. An influence on the American people, especially when you're pushing forward narratives that go against our greatest ally, that go against.
Did you guys ever get the blackhead or pimple on your fucking lip? Oh man, dude, I got one yesterday and I popped it and my lip still hurts, bro. Those fucking zits on the lip are the worst.
Christian evangelicalism and things like Turning Point USA and all the corruption they have going on. Things that go against foreign nation states, like the president of a foreign country and his wife. She's like Icarus, man. Candace is flying so close to the sun right now on a lot of different topics, right? And historically, a lot of these people don't let you talk about these things, You look at a president, named JFK and a certain ship named after the Statue of Liberty and things like that, and you go, this is actually getting pretty scary. So I'm not trying to fearmonger. I'm just looking at things realistically. I hope Candace has her security situation figured out. If not, then Candace should probably reach out to some people that that could help you with that. But I mean, yeah, guys, it's pretty wild. Who knows if this is true or not? If you're Candace Owens, though, I'll tell you, you have to take things like this seriously. Obviously, your best friend just got schwacked, right? The president of the United States almost got schwacked a year ago. The likelihood of someone of her power and influence now being the next target is extremely, extremely high. I think we all know that. So we're going to delve into this a little bit deeper later this week. Hopefully on Friday we can have Taylor come on and really explain to us how the French Foreign Legion works and where all these people come from and their backgrounds and their sketchy backgrounds a lot of the time. So until then, this one's getting very, very interesting. I got another video coming up on all the lies coming out of Turning Point USA and the head of security going on Sean Ryan with that bizarre interview as well. So stick around for that in the next one, and I'll catch you in the next video.
Oh, wow. The head of security went on Sean Ryan? I wonder if there's a clip. Yeah, fuck. 2 hours and 50 minutes? That's going to be hard. I mean, I guess let's see what the preview got to say, huh?
You were on the stage with Charlie Kirk as the head of his contracted security detail on September 10th when he was assassinated. You know I'm not a combative interviewer. I do have some tough questions. It's been 2 months since this tragedy, and there are a lot of unanswered questions. People are starving for some answers. I know a lot of people are going to be very interested in what you have to say.
There's so much out there, and there's so much out there that's not.
See, son, when it gets to all like this stuff, it's like, bro, I just know I ain't got the answers. I don't know what the fuck's going on. So I have a hard time listening to everybody just say their own 2 cents, because you're like, bro, what is real? You know? What is real? Not Israel, but what is the truth? You know, like, fuck, man.
Not true.
You cannot say everyone in the pro-Israel, and I don't say it, acts that way. But I got
Agreed.
text about you, Megan.
You know, I've been really quiet.
I hope this guy's background music isn't going to get me copywritten.
About this. It's a real shame, but it just got to be so much that I just did not trust my own eyes, ears, what I was reading, what I was watching. I think a lot of people have sensationalized this.
Well, somebody has fabricated a monstrous big lie that Israel had something to do with Charlie Kirk's horrific murder.
Just grainy surveillance footage, fake text messages, and a transgender furry.
In less than 36 hours.
Goddamn transgender furries. Bro, the other day, where the fuck was I? I was at some store. And it was like 2 older parents, and they had the young kid, and the young kid had like the furry tail on the back of her pants. And I was just like, I wonder if the parents even know what the whole furry rumors are.
33 to be precise. Thanks to the full weight of the federal government and leading out with the partners here in the state of Utah and Governor Cox, the suspect was apprehended in historic
This guy needs to go refill his Adderall subscription.
time period. The only thing we deal with at
Prescription.
the FBI and the Department of Justice is facts. We delivered at record speed a manhunt to capture Charlie Kirk's alleged assassin in 33 hours.
Did he write a written note before the assassination attempt? That's what the governor said yesterday.
Guys will come up to me and say, where did you get your guys?
If you can, please hit the thumbs up for me. That shit helps, you know, YouTube think I'm doing a good job.
I just tell them, man, I prayed them in.
What does it take to become a security contractor for integrity?
Once you've made it through those steps and you're on the team, and then you still have to put that kind of effort out, the team gets together, and then they authorize them to get the tattoo, and then they get to get a tattoo, and that, you know, brothers in Christ for eternity.
People need to understand that they do not have jurisdiction on the rooftops or the surrounding area. Their only jurisdiction on a campus is Charlie's physical proximity. And they were coordinating with local PD and campus PD to make sure all of those venues. And But also just, ultimately, we don't have counter snipers. We don't have the Yeah, Secret Service. right.
I ask our guys, are you believers? We have no ties to Israel or Mossad or any other one. We're Americans.
America.
Think could be tied to planning assassinations.
We're in each other's business. Where they have the time for it, I wouldn't know.
Hey, everybody. Welcome to this episode of The Charlie Kirk Show.
People that are in the media, you know, come out and say Charlie had very specific concerns about Israel. You are the head guy on his security detail. Did he express any of those concerns to you?
Dan works for Turning Point as their security guy, and so Dan feeds down that to us, to our contracted security, which is us, for integrity. And so nothing had ever come from Dan, from Charlie, down to us about that. You got to look at the world we live in, and that's a reality. An organization, whether it be a hate group of any type, could want to hurt anybody.
He's no longer with us and all that. So wait a second, what do you mean? What does with us mean exactly, right? I'm an American.
I'm not saying that we shouldn't look at things, by all means. Yeah, we should. I mean, we look at people and press and in history of the United States, how valuable they've been. Don't say you're searching for the truth when you're lying to get it.
But like after the whole, if the Trump thing real fake, whatever, wouldn't you have security like wig goggles or binoculars, like just looking at all the places up above you? Wouldn't you just have somebody sitting there scanning? I mean, I would, especially if you have such crazy opinions. I definitely would have somebody just on the payroll fucking scanning all the rooftops everywhere with some fucking gnarly binoculars.
They just shot Charlie. They just shot Charlie. They just shot Charlie. He's dead.
You know what I want to know? I want to know when he got on the roof. We're shooters. In
Top of the morning,
position,
Dante.
3 meters to the right and 10 meters to the...
Yeah, for some reason, they bumped the news up. I seen on No Jumper to 10, dude. I don't know. I mean, I guess I see Adam going live at 1, so maybe they had to bump it up so it could fit his schedule or something, but yeah, they bumped it up. But I still, like, I would get off by 12 just because, you know, if I get 2.5, 3 hours in, and, you know, pretty much my time's up. But if they start bumping it back up, bumping it up to 10, like, bro, we're just going to have to double dip at that point.
To the left, there was no shot. And so I want to know when that guy got on the roof. We took that shot before.
Really?
We always do. We sit down in the space and we take the shot and send it back to Charlie so that he can see what he's going to see. And that's a routine thing that we do. We've all seen the pictures of the guy when he came on through the staircase. From where we're sitting, where we're standing, we can't see it.
It's a very specific point.
Spot, boom, run to, boom, take the shot. Did you get all that off
I mean,
Google?
it had to have been rehearsed to find that.
Damn, man, I'm going to have to go sit and watch that 3-hour shit, but it's like, bro, how many hours do you have in a day to be able to go through this shit? That's what I was saying. Like, I got my email in the description. If there's anything y'all want to cover or whatever, just hit my email and say, hey, let's talk about this tomorrow, or let's talk about that. Because that'll help me out, and that way I know what y'all want to get into, because it's hard for me to watch everything and then fucking come up with all the topics. You know, I come up with a handful, but sometimes I feel like I'm lacking a little bit, but there's just only so much that I can do by myself, man. That's why once I get booming, that'll be one of the first things I need to fucking invest in is paying people for topics. Yeah, I seen him at 1, but I'll probably, once he starts at 1, because I already probably damn near hit my 3 hours, I'll probably tap out at that point. Yeah, I ain't got enough topics and energy to go all day, but Like I said, in the description, it got DonnieOTB@gmail. Start emailing me topics if you guys want to go over them, bro. You know, it's a group effort. Well, you got a layover? You flying somewhere, Sev?
Hey, how you doing?
You see what the secret of Border Patrol program detaining U.S. For suspicious travel? Like now they're like surveilling and finding people that are traveling with suspicious movement.
Brother. Hey, my name is Joel. I'm with the Bexar County Sheriff's Office. The only reason I'm stopping you is when I was watching over there, you were drifting over that fog line pretty hard. I just want to make sure everything's okay. You got your driver's license on you? It's not going to be a ticket. It's going to be a warning. Hey, I'm going to have you step out and sit in my passenger seat while I do your warning, okay? Thanks a lot, man.
The moment he asked me to get out of my vehicle, I knew right away something was fishy about the entire thing. I've been pulled over a few times in my life for speeding tickets, and that was a very unnatural thing to be requested for a warning violation.
Is Gush Mikey? Is that one of his burners?
Do you have anything in your vehicle that you're not
10 girlfriends is Mikey. I know that's one of his accounts.
to have? Okay. All right. Would you allow me to search your vehicle? Or not. Okay. So what I'll do is we have a canine pretty close, so I'm going to have a canine come out and do a walk around your vehicle. He's coming up. All right, I see.
I watched one of those videos the other day about every year which name is the most used, and Mikey is used a lot in a lot of states. Or Michael.
What's going on? Yeah, so it's off that thing. So I don't want to too much, but this is one of the ones. Okay.
Yeah, I mean, if people fuck with it, I mean, I'm down, bro. Let's you know, start emailing me. Just email, just drop the link in there. Email me the link and say, hey, I'm fucking interested in this. Because I would like to start categorizing it, because then that way I could record and put clips out, do like rappers, entertainers, whatever, drama, then do some politics and all that shit, and then maybe like sports or something. But I would like to start doing like an hour, 45 minutes or an hour of each topic, and then that way I could clip that, put it out, and then, you know, cover more than one thing. Because I feel like I bounce around a little too much sometimes. I would like to, you know, like podcast, YouTube drama, then politics, and then, you know, some sports or whatever, maybe just random stuff at the end. But I know I got to definitely start categorizing it better. Mikey's from Chiques. I think that's one of the biggest hoods out there in Oxnard for sure.
Well, it's the one that I was looking for. So they've been tracking it.
Do you have a problem with me running my dog on your vehicle here? It's okay. It's okay? Okay, is there anything that you know that my dog is going to alert on, any narcotics, something like that? No? Okay. All right, man.
Does that cop have a weed sticker on his fucking... Why does this cop have a weed sticker on his dashboard? Like, what the hell? What are these other stickers? What the fuck does that say? But yeah, why does a cop have a weed sticker on his dashboard? That's kind of weird.
Narcotics, something like that? No? Okay. All right, man.
I'm gonna have you sit in the back seat while I search. I'm not gonna put handcuffs on you or nothing. Right? But you are detained because of the positive alert. If we don't find nothing in there, then you'll be good to go, man. Okay.
you think you're just driving around doing your job, doing things with your kids and family, and you find out the government is tracking your location and your whereabouts as you go about your normal life.
I mean, your cell phone will do that for him. Shit.
And they're using this to suggest that a citizen might be doing something wrong.
License plate readers are incredibly powerful surveillance. They are collecting mass amounts of information about who people are, where they go, what they do, and who they know. And then that information
Sounds like she's about to cry every time she talks.
is now being weaponized by the federal government to identify, track, and arrest community members.
I mean, did they
Right
find
before I
anything in this
drove
dude's
down
car, bro?
to
Like, what the
Harrison,
hell?
Texas, to meet a customer the next morning. Normal day. Everything went very well. We left, and I started heading back home to Houston. My route back was up Interstate 35, and I was right at the county line when I was pulled over for Bexar County. We later found out that he was waiting at the county line for me. Before I got pulled over, I was aware of some of the license plate readers. I'd seen them on the side of the road. I never had any direct interaction with them.
So this guy, they've been, yeah, I'll tell you later. A guy called me.
Oh, that's a good one. I liked My Dark Twisted Fantasy. I like that one.
And said, where you at? And I said, I'm here. And he's like, yeah. So. But I told him, oh, shit. That was awesome. Hey, sir, the back seat, does it come forward on the left side, right? The same as the right? Is there anything up in your sunroof? If I bring it back, is it going to drop anything? Okay. All right, we're almost done, man. You're going to be on your way here in a minute. We just got to, with a positive alert, we have to do a...
So, bro, you could like train your dog just to fucking sit down and be like, we got a positive alert. Like, did the dog just sit down, or are you guys really fucking being truthful? Like, bro, come on. That gets a little tricky for sure.
Full, because unfortunately, yeah, he said he'd get a hard hit on the driver's side. I don't know.
As it progressed, I became more irritated that he was continuing to ask me questions when there was nothing that came back on my license. There were no warrants for my arrest. There was no evidence to suggest anything nefarious. Watching them struggle to get my kids' car seats out and just being very rough with your possessions and your child's possessions. At the time, I had a 6-week-old baby, and this was the first trip out of town. So I was very conscious of our belongings and how to treat car seats and how important they are. And just watching them mishandle and throw things.
Isn't the car seat supposed to be turned around? That car seat's supposed to be facing backwards, not forwards.
Watching them struggle to get my kids' car seats out and just being very rough with your possessions and your child's possessions. At the time, I had a 6-week-old baby.
Yeah, if it's a 6-week-old baby, that car seat's supposed to be turned around the other way, not that way.
And this was the first trip out of town. So I was very conscious of...
Yeah, my college graduation, because my son's super into vinyl right now and got to like a little record player and all that shit. Let me make sure. Doors closed. We got him graduation, a bootleg version, because none of Kanye's albums are on vinyl for some reason. Maybe, I think they said it was in that era when CDs and sales were down and it was going digital. So we got him the graduation vinyl for Christmas.
Our belongings and how to treat car seats and how important they are. And just watching them mishandle and throw things out when there was clearly no evidence to support their search.
I mean, did he ever say why he just did a turnaround? I mean, you have the freedom to do whatever you want to do, but I'm just curious if he said why he just went somewhere and turned back around.
The Bexar County Sheriff's Office declined to comment, citing pending litigation. We also reached out to the Border Patrol's parent agency, U.S. Customs and Border Protection, and they told us there are policies, laws, and constitutional protections in place to ensure that the license plate reader program operates responsibly and legally. They declined to provide details of its use, citing national security reasons.
So, and again, this was it was one of those from the app, the Intel stops of in a one-day turnaround. And so what I did to cover my ass in that report, I believe I put, before I said I activated red and blue, I did put in there just in case that ever gets questioned, subsequent to prior knowledge. So.
I mean, it's supposed to be a free country, bro. You could drive and do whatever the fuck you want. Now, if you got footage of this dude leaving a dope house, you got footage of this guy putting, like, I guess, illegals in the car or some crazy shit, whatever. To each your own, you know? But if all you have is a license plate reader saying this guy went here and came back, like, how is that evidence? That's crazy, bro.
It had PC, but just in case they say, well, he was being targeted or anything, I didn't lie. I didn't not put something in there to show that it was an Intel thing. Because I knowing that it was one of those, I was very careful.
They're like violating his freedoms.
Traveling inside the state of Texas is not illegal. It's not illegal to drive from one city to another and back the next day.
Where our cars are is where we are. Where our cars are is where our family is. Where our cars are is what we're doing and who we're doing it with. These
we racked into videos quick. This is about the Border Patrol and license plate scanners in Texas. They pulled this guy over that traveled and did a turnaround and came back, so they think he's up to something. Like, that violates your fucking freedoms, man. You should be able to do what... Say you just like to drive around. You just like to drive. Now you got to get pulled over and searched because of it. You got to see, like, if he left, like I said, if he left a dope house, left a smuggling ring or whatever the fuck, all right, I get it. Whatever. You know, you got your probable cause. But just because a license plate reader seen this guy going back and forth, like, oh, man. That's why I say crime's over, bro. If you want to do anything with these phones and everything, bro, you're not going to get away for long. They're going to play some kind of game to come fuck with you.
Make communities safer. They make community members more threatened.
This problem is only going to get worse and worse. I'd like to see this be illegal for proactive policing. These databases, if they exist, need to be locked down. It shouldn't be a free-for-all on all the citizens' personal data. I used to think if you're not hiding anything, you have nothing to be worried about. If you didn't do anything wrong, you have nothing to worry about. And now I know that even if you did nothing wrong, you still have something to worry about.
Okay, sir. We're done. And then your warning.
That's crazy, bro. So they didn't find nothing. Pulled him over and fucked with him. And the dog, like, what'd the dog hit on then? The dog sat down, but they didn't find nothing? Like, that's just crazy, bro. Fuckers are fucking with people. All right, what else we got here? Bro, you see this dumbass? This guy fucking shot and then killed some dude's kid in Vegas.
Now, breaking news alert.
And that breaking news right here at 4 o'clock. Metro releasing that body cam video from that deadly road rage shooting last week that left an 11-year-old boy dead. Good afternoon to you. I'm David Charles.
I'm Kirsten Joyce. We're seeing these videos after 8 News Now requested them from Metro. 8 News Now reporter Joshua Piguero going through them. And Joshua, what do they show?
Yeah, David, Kirsten, they show a stepfather grieving the loss of his son, Brendan Dominguez, who was killed last Friday morning on his way to school. You're about to see video from the first police officers who arrived on scene. And just a warning, some viewers may find this video disturbing.
And it's crazy how they're just like, this dude's able to look this dude in the face and not take flight on him when this guy got in a road rage and then started shooting the gun and killed this guy's kid. And then what kind of fucking hairstyle this guy got going on? It's like a crazy ass mullet, huh?
Chilling words from Valente Ayala to a Metro police officer. They're on the 215 near the Gibson and Stephanie exit. Tyler Johns is turning himself around.
Why? I shot at him, bro. I didn't know. Shot at him? I didn't know.
I know, that's a sharp haircut. Huh? This dude, is that how they do the haircuts in Vegas, Nevada, wherever the fuck they are?
Johns is arrested as Ayala is distraught over the loss. Henderson police say Johns...
I mean, if that dude just shot my kid, bro, we're going to war. I'm going to jail with you, because there ain't no way you're going to shoot my kid, and I'm not going to try to get my get back right there.
and Ayala were merging from the I-11 to the 215 Beltway when they began jockeying with one another. At one point, police say Ayala got out in front of Johns, and that's when Johns sped up and shot at the back window. Dominguez was sitting in the back seat.
Yeah, no, it's 100% happened. I shot at him, dude. I didn't even know he had a kid in the car.
You see Ayala laying out on the side of the 215 crying over the loss of his son.
Notify supervisors and stuff. Bro, I'm so sorry. Do you have the ID? Okay. Just I'm going to school.
Police shut down this stretch of the 215 as they investigated what happened. A witness describing the moments before the shooting.
Between these two, it started like I saw it way back at Gibson.
Okay. Welcome back, Dante.
Doing all over, in and out, passing each other in the emergency.
If none of you hit the thumbs up, please hit the thumbs up for me.
Police detective testified at Tyler Johns' bond hearing on Tuesday that Johns was the aggressor. Johns' attorney pushed back against that, calling it an accidental shooting. Kirsten?
John.
I mean, ain't nothing accidental, bro. I mean, road raging ain't worth it. I'm not really a road rager. I mean, I'll call you stupid. Keep it. But I'm never going to, like, trace you down or, like, I'm not going to start waving my hand at you. I'm just going to talk to myself like, bro, this guy's an idiot. What, on the news? They got some hate? Why are they even talking about me going on Dijon on the news? And, like, who the fuck? Or you just see on the Reddit some hate? I already knew they were going to hate, bro. But at the end of the day, I got like 40 subs from going over there. Oh, yeah. I mean, they're all just going to hate. A lot of them think I'm going to go on a whole hate campaign. Which, I ain't really going on no hate campaign. Yeah, I mean, everyone going to feel some type of way, but fuck them, bro. Why are they worried about me? You know what I'm saying? Because if they really want to start, like, say who it is, you know? Like, I'm not here to start no fucking hate campaign or no shit, but if someone really wants to play that game, bro, we can play some games. You know what I'm saying? We can really play some games, but that's not my goal. I ain't on no hate campaign. They just want to fucking be whatever the fuck. Who knows? Oh, I don't know. I seen some people on the Reddit, but most of them didn't even watch it and had something to say. So, whatever, bro. I mean, who knows? Once people start hating, I guess you starting to make a little bit of, you're starting to catch the wave if you're going to get some hate, right? But like I said, at the end of the day, I got like 40 subs going over there, bro. I just hit 900. So, I mean, I'm on my way to 1,000, bro. You just got to do all these little things. See, I'm at 902. You know, I got 2 more subs fucking with y'all for the last couple hours, bro. So, they can hate all they want. But, bro, if I keep doing this, they really going to start hating if I pass them up in streams. Imagine that. Imagine that. How you... In this game, the only way you can win is just keep putting in work and leveling up, you know? Because obviously it's a ways away, but if that day ever came, bro, then who's going to be upset? You know what I'm saying? Know what I'm saying? What else? Hellcat wanted me to react to an interview. I don't really got time to do it right now, but I did take some timestamps from it. Some things that I thought were interesting. I'll do it one day this week when we're kind of lacking on topics. Is there anything else I should look up before we hop off here? Because the interview she did with Adam the other day, and she messaged me and told me if I could react to it for her. So I'll do it one day this week. I watched it the other day. I took a bunch of timestamps. So I'll go through them and pick out maybe like the 5 best ones, I think. No, for sure. I appreciate you, Apollo. Yeah, and I hope maybe because Bo Jackman was supposed to be on the Dijon one, but he crashed his car on the way. So I told Bo, let's try to run it back next week if Dijon's down. Oh damn! Look at Pun's new setup. That looks like a gnarly setup you got going right there. Yeah, because they started it like at 10. I don't know why. Maybe because Adam's trying to go live at 1, so they bumped it down earlier to 10. But yeah, I mean, I used to have respect, and when they started 12, I would hop off just because, I ain't trying to fucking go up against them yet. But, bro, they want to bump it to 10, bro. I'm not stopping, bro. 9 to 12 is my slot. You know what I'm saying? That's my slot. So we're just going to have to battle over that one. You know what I'm saying? I got to get that Jay Lee soundbite. I keep saying I'm going to do it, and I keep bullshitting. But, yeah, once Adam does views on his own, that shit's a wrap for sure. And then once the news goes, shit, there goes more employees right there because you don't need all that shit when you ain't doing the news. Jay Lee saying, nah, I'm saying. I gotta find when she says it really good. Like how like how I have the Stan G one. I gotta go and get some more sound bites. Nah, saying. Yeah, I don't know if they're gonna plan to do it every day at 10. Maybe that was just because you see right here, Adam's going live at 1, which it just hit 1 o'clock. But why'd they schedule it for 12:57? Which that's just a little weird. All right, is there any more shit that we should look at? Oh wow, did they really raid the Island Boys?
If I see one more comment about someone talking about 6ix9ine, I'm gonna get mad.
No, for sure. Once Adam could run it up solo, he don't need all those people, bro. And people tap in to fucking hear what Adam got to say for the most part. So once Adam can run it up solo, I mean, in my opinion, that's his best bet. Really, You see, he put on his Instagram, he's looking for clippers or whatever. And he said if they do good, you'll hire him or whatever the case may be. But I think you got to have some traction on like Twitter and TikTok and all that shit to be posting them. I mean, bro, just look at the numbers. Like, if the news does 35 to 40K, and we'll just go off what Brandon says. Brandon said he's getting $200 to do the news. So if you got 4 people on the news and you're giving them each $200, that's $800. And the news at 40,000 views is probably bringing in like $300. Like, that shit just don't make sense financially. Now, if you get sponsors and all that and really push that, then for sure, that would help. But I think the sponsors should all be extra icing on the cake. If the views ain't covering the cost, something just ain't making sense. You know what I'm saying? The sponsors should just be extra. That's what Brandon said. Remember when Brandon was all pissed off and wanting more money and talking shit? Brandon said he was only getting 200. So it's probably what most of them are getting, I would guess. Wink, wink. Yeah, bro. The Adam and Wax kind of like a Groundhog Day. Very, like, yeah, YouTube, the whole YouTube algorithm and the whole thing's changing, bro. It's all switching up, Yeah, you should have like 4 or 5 sponsors per a thing, really. Yeah, kind of rough, right? Unless you live like a block away. How does that make sense? Like Brandon lives in fucking Long Beach. Brandon got to drive at least an hour both ways to go up there. So say the show's 2.5 hours, 3.5, 4.5 hours out of your day for that. It's a little rough, right? Now, if it was Monday through Friday, I could see how maybe you could stack up to something and then do your own stream at night or do your own thing. I could see how that could parlay and work for you. Yeah. See, that don't work either, bro. Like, y'all the ones that make this whole thing go round. You know what I'm saying? Like, without y'all, none of this shit works. None of this happens. It takes all y'all to make this fucking shit happen. So you got to respect y'all for sure, bro. If you ain't got y'all respect and fucking with y'all and talking to y'all, it's going to be rough. Is that fool went live yet? Oh yeah, he's live. So yeah, I'm going to hop off here. I'm going to let him do his thingy thing. But I'll be back here tomorrow for show. Yeah, my email's donnieotb@gmail.com. It's in the description. Email me any topics or anything that you think we should talk about. Just drop the little link in there and hit send, and I'll open it up and we'll go over it for sure. All right, let me do the roll call real quick. I appreciate you, Dante. Appreciate you, Quick. Apollo. Let me get the thing right here. Apollo. Quick. Dante. Sev. Appreciate you. Try not to forget anybody. Mr. E, appreciate you. Tech, appreciate you. Christian, appreciate you. Brian, appreciate you. B-Meds, appreciate you. Cree, appreciate you. Moose Man, appreciate you. Think I got, Savvy, appreciate you. Cali Sober, appreciate you. Christian, all right, I think I got y'all. Did my roll call. All right, I'll see y'all tomorrow for show. And I'll be on earlier tomorrow for show. I tried to hit the gym and do it a different way, and that shit just didn't work out right. So tomorrow I'll hit the gym after the stream and be able to get on earlier with y'all. And then we'll see if they fucking try to start at 10 again tomorrow. Text me quick. Tomorrow I'm going to try to be on 9, no later than 9:30. But yeah, text me. I'll fucking answer you back. And I'll tell you about the CDL shit I'm working on for sure. All right.